Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Today we've got NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing, the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway, short track racing on a Saturday morning. Qualified for the pole for this race. John Hunter Nemechek second. Noah Gregson, Austin Hill in the second row. Shout out to Madison Roach already in the house. What's up, Madison? Thomas Forbes in the house. We've got 7 racing berserkers in the house for some early morning Xfinity Series racing. Our first of 2 streams today here on the channel. First of 2 streams will do this race, and then we'll come right back on a little later in the day for night 1 of WrestleMania. Night 1 of WrestleMania this evening. Our first ever WrestleMania stream here on the channel. So I need some berserkers to come in there and help me out because I really will not know what I'm doing. But I've got a nice setup and we'll make it fun. What's up, Bradley Reynolds? Madison Roach says nothing much. How about you? I'm chilling. Gonna do a little stream here. Do a little stream. Take a little break. And then do another little stream today here on a Saturday. But what's up, everybody? Valhalla in the house, in the hizzle. What's up, everybody? I'm kind of a weird color on my camera today. I don't know. But we're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. A beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning in southern Arizona. And as I mentioned, NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing, the first race of the Dash for Cash Series. ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway and Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. Bradley Reynolds says, I am just chilling today, Valhalla. Just chilling. Me too, my man. Let's see where some other people are lining up. So we got Noah Gregson on the second row. Priest is lining up. Number 6. Thomas says hopefully Gregson can get it done today. That Parker Retzlaff is racing today. He'll be rolling off 10th. Parker got into the Xfinity Series by playing video games, y'all. He's out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, I believe, or a Wisconsin boy. And they saw his prowess on e-racing, and that's how he's got a part-time Xfinity Series ride. Justin Algier, fan favorite, will be rolling off 14th today. Yeah, no, I'm going to roll off 16th. Riley Herbst and Stuart Haas entry will be rolling off 24th. But yeah, pretty hype. Brian Jolly checks in and says, good afternoon, Mr. V. What's up, Brian? No, Blaney is on the pole tomorrow. Kraft. Blaney on the pole tomorrow. Okay, thanks, Kraft. Thanks for telling me. I was about to ask about the music. Okay, so let's turn the music down and bring my mic up. Okay, how is that? Is that better? Is that better, Kraft? We got 10 in the house here. We've got about 11 minutes before the start of this race. Let's listen in. Let's listen in to Adam Alexander, Daniel Suarez, and Joey Logano.
Right. They got a racers, because the tires, they fall off a lot. So you have to use them when you can, and you have to go as soon as you can. But at the same time,
What's up, Gaming with Eli?
You have to take care of the tires.
All right, hopefully that fixed it for you, Kraft. I was right about to ask that too. I was about to say, hey, is my music too loud here?
But it is that balance of patience and aggression typically that wins out at this place.
Absolutely. And to Daniel's point, you want to be aggressive and pass those cars when you can, but it comes at a price. You can't just...
It's better. Good deal. Good deal.
Just driving super hard and wearing those tires out.
Can you hear the race audio?
How long that run's going to be and knowing what the strategy of the race is. That's why I say the smart racers win this thing, because they know how to manage not only how hard they're wearing it, but what tires they're wearing out.
An added incentive today, too.
What's up, Hit Sticks Plays?
The Dash for Cash. The first race, one of those going...
Gaming with Eli says, I loved your community post. Yeah, I figured I'd get into the old April Fool's spirit, y'all.
Great rookie season so far for Austin Hill.
I figured I'd get into that April Fool's madness yesterday.
How much fun are you having in this Xfinity series right now?
And the Xfinity cars are just so much fun.
So when you're just streaming on the weekends, it seems like lately, it's tough to keep that subscriber count up. So we got to where we were within about 7 of 8,000, and then it dropped down. So now it's at 7,986 is the subscriber count.
We got a really good car today here.
So hopefully this is the one that puts us over 8.
Logistics Chevy Camaro was good.
Gaming with Eli says you scared me.
I was hoping it was fingers crossed. I was going to drive it in there pretty deep, and so it was good. So RCR is bringing really fast race cars to the track right now.
All right, they're interviewing Austin Hill from Winston, Georgia. 2022 Xfinity Daytona winner. He's driving that 21. Guess who else used to drive the 21 a lot in the Xfinity series? Kevin Harvick.
We just got to stay clean, stay up front, be there at the end.
$100,000 on the line for you today.
No, I'm not doing no more Dodgers spring training games. We'll fire off the Dodger streams as soon as the regular season starts, including opening day.
The guy in front of me is leading the race, and it's for the win and $100,000. Gonna get hairy.
Cohen Gamer TV says, "Oh my God, Canadian fans can't watch the race. Apparently, that's a problem." Just ask Peter from Canada.
All these drivers are saying. So Austin Hill, he's just been quietly making good.
Madison just saw the community post.
Yeah, he was more convincing than AJ in what he was willing to do.
Kraft's wondering what I think about Blaney's pole. Listen, Blaney's one of the up and rising drivers in NASCAR. Nothing shocks me with that kid. I was pleasantly surprised with Harvick qualifying, I believe, 7th in that race.
I mean, pretty well-rounded driver when you think about being able to win at Daytona and then also run so well at a road course.
Yeah, I've known Austin ever since he raced.
That's probably Harvick's best qualifying effort of the season.
For a long time. Trust me, he not only will talk the talk, he will walk the walk. $100,000. This is his first short track race in Xfinity. He's been in the truck series for a while, but he has a couple of top 10s at Richmond in the truck series, and back in 15, he won the ARCA Menard Series E.
So how many people that are in here right now will be joining me tonight for WrestleMania on the channel? Pretty hyped about that. Pretty hyped about that. I am, as far as wrestling goes, I haven't watched wrestling in a very long time on the regular. I used to be a pretty big fan back in the day, the Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage days. So it'll be kind of a learning experience for me this evening and tomorrow evening, but I'm looking forward to it, and man, I've got a cool show planned for everybody. Well, if it's one of his worst tracks, that's why he's up and coming, right? Cohen Gaming says, I'm playing F1 21 while I listen. There you go, Cohen. I'm going to do my first F1 series stream ever, starting with the Australian Grand Prix. That stream is already scheduled on the channel. If you go to the homepage, you see it right at the top there. So we are going to be doing the Australian Grand Prix this year. Big news in F1 this week is that F1 is coming to Vegas. They're going to be racing in Vegas. I believe it said next November, right down the Vegas Strip, a road course in Las Vegas, Nevada. So that should be something to see. Brian Jolly says, I'll be here. I might be a little late. Right on, buddy. It's weird when you look at the WrestleMania schedule for tonight. It says, it depends on what you're looking at, but it starts anywhere from like 3 to 5 my time. So I don't know. I think I'll just be ready to go at about 3, and then we'll jump on and see what's happening there. But we will be watching that on Peacock online, and so the audio on the stream will be crystal clear for you at home. Howard Johnson checks in, says, I am pretty excited to see Kyle and Bubba win today. Are they playing? No, I don't believe Bubba's in the Bubba is not in the race. Which Kyle are you asking about? Kyle Weatherman is in the race. He starts 29th. Jesse Awuji Motorsports entry. Kyle Sieg racing today. Starts 28th. So there are some Kyles for you to root for, Howard Johnson. Gaming with Eli's watching some spring training baseball right now while he waits for the race. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I had a momentary, we stayed up late last evening, and I had a momentary twitch where I thought, maybe I won't do the Xfinity race. But then I checked in on the scheduled stream, and I saw that we had 5 likes, so I figured I at least owed 5 people. I at least had to be there for 5 people. The AJ show checks in, says, what's up, Valhalla? What's up, AJ? How you doing, buddy? How's it going over on the AJ show page? I notice you've been grinding. You've been grinding, my man. So 250 laps today on a short track for the Xfinity Series. Stage 1 of 3 will be 75 laps. I did see the Dodgers Grand Slam the other night, if that's what you're asking. I can't remember who hit it, but I did see the Grand Slam. Ryan Jolly says, I always like the Von Erichs. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about. I know very, very few of the wrestlers from today. I do know excuse me, not The Rock, because he's not in this one. But I do know Brock Lesnar, mostly because he was on the Minnesota Vikings for a while. And then obviously everybody knows Ronda Rousey. Spuddy checks in, says, when does the race start? It starts in about 3 minutes, buddy. Gaming with Eli says, how many laps is it total? 250 total laps. AJ shows, I'm trying. Hopefully I have power on tonight. You having weather there, dude? Steven checks in, says, hello, Mr. Valhalla chat. How are we today? Oh, Florida's got thunderstorms today. Interesting.
Out in Richmond, Virginia.
Interesting.
So, guys, who are we going to
Yeah, that's the front that passed through here probably on Tuesday.
This is a great story. Came here in 2014. His parents brought him here as a surprise to see his first race. He looks pretty calm right there, Caleb, but I bet he's nervous making his first start today in the Xfinity Series.
Not sure Daniel Hemrick is calm. Qualified 16th. He's going to have to go to the rear because of a radiator change. 1 top 5 this year, but 3 finishes 25th or worse.
Yeah, the reigning champ hoping to get that turnaround. What do you think about this guy, Danny?
Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek qualified second, has a fast car. Gibbs is good here. And he won the truck race here last year, and what made it so special is that he beat his boss.
So we're just a few minutes away from this thing getting started here.
Gibbs only from old practice. He was fastest in every category. Has his 1 start at Richmond, finished 7th. Can he get his 3rd win of 2022?
That is one of the $1 million questions there on Ty Gibbs, which brings me to our race picks, who we believe will be victorious out there in Richmond, Virginia today. So, Jamie.
But 18 in the house. We are real close to the green flags in this race today. Let's bring up our status bar.
The last 3 short track races, he won this race 1 year ago.
Let's take it to the raw feed here.
I like that pick.
Well,
So that looks correct.
on the outside of the front.
So with John Hunter Nemechek
in this Joe Gibbs
in second to start this race, that top 3 is going to look a little weird, y'all. It'll look a little weird because his name takes up 2 lines.
Mine is going to be Ty Gibbs. We've talked about him a little.
Ty Gibbs on the pole, y'all.
I did. Oh no! You can't do that to me. I'm going Ty Gibbs. Okay, he's on the pole. I think he can.
It's weird how that works, huh? You're the host, you just change what you want.
Sometimes as the host, you get
AJ says, I love a lot of stuff on your streams. I work hard on them, buddy. You have to check out the one I've got going tonight, man.
Well, you know what, guys? Hey, what's this balance?
Wait till you see what I got planned for WrestleMania tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, every time the caution comes out, the driver
Howard says, I was looking for Kyle Busch, disappointed about
talk
Bubba.
him off the ledge.
And I'll say, I can give them to you, but you won't have it around.
AJ says, I'd love to pick your brain one time in the future if possible. Just hit me up, dude. Hit me up on Twitter
To go out to Richmond
or hit me up on
for
Facebook.
pre-race ceremonies.
All right, pre-race ceremonies, when they go to the invocation and the national anthem, I'll go offline as I usually do. I'll go off screen.
As you are able, and remove your hats.
All right, y'all, we're going to do the invocation and the national anthem. I'll be right back.
ROTC presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as Cub Scout Pack 0962 leads us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
Flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome U.S. Army Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Moose Myers.
I invite you to pray with me, please. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the day, beauty of it. Father, we thank you for the grace and the mercy that meets us each and every morning. Heavenly Father, I pray that you would keep our drivers safe, that you would keep the crew safe, and above all, Father, I pray that the common grace which you show us today, giving us all these wonderful gifts, I pray that it would point us to the specific grace that you give us in your beautiful Son, Jesus. In his name I pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome the Henrico County Police Acoustic Blue Band.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaked, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
That does it for us here on race day. I'm Alexander.
All right, that's it for the national anthem, y'all. That is it for the national anthem. And we'll be getting to racing here in just a few moments. Cohen says race is on TSN2. Well, there you go, man. There you go. So you got the race. That's good to know, dude. Congratulations to Canada. Hitstick says, how do you get all that stuff? What do you mean, my man? Daniel McKeon says, hi. What's up, Daniel? 26 in the house. Hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and turn on them bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. AJ says, so real quick, how do you do it all and still do a full-time job? If you have one, just all around in general, how do you do it all? Just grinding. You just gotta keep at it, buddy. When you got free time, make it happen, yo. The key to the overlays, though, AJ, I'll give you the big key to the overlays, is think of everything in layers. Think of everything in layers. Find you a photo editing program, and then everything you do, keep in mind that everything's going to be layered, right? So we've got the background behind me is the lowest layer on my stream, and then I'm in the second layer from the bottom, and then you've got the cars that are going across the bottom are like the third layer, and the little frame that goes around them is like the fourth, so on and so forth. It's building the layers and getting them in the exact position. But I love messing with photo editing. I have it's like a 22-year-old photo editing software program, and that lets me get everything exactly where I want it, and then I make sure to save it in the right file format. A PNG format is a format you can see through, so the top format, the top layer where AJ and Ty Dillon are, or Ty Gibbs are, that one has a hole in the middle of it there where I'm at. But it's all about just kind of figuring it out. Glenn Human says, Valhalla, Valhalla, hello to Valhalla Sports Talk, Ola Berserkers, and to Thor's Army. What's up, Glenn Human? What's up, my man? Bobby from Beantown Breakdown, up in here. What's up, Bobby? What is up, Bobby? Bobby out here battling that leukemia and kicking its booty. Happy to hear that. Dwight Bracewell checks in, says hello from Mount Airy, North Carolina, aka Mayberry, USA. What's up, Dwight? The AJ Show says that helps more than you think. It's all about layers, my man. All about layers. All right, let's get to it, y'all.
Short track race of the year for NASCAR's Xfinity Series. Welcome in.
Hitstick says, what streaming software do you use? I use Streamlabs OBS, and I pay the $100 a year to have the updated, the member version. So I can save multiple setups and save them so that I can switch between them quickly. But Streamlabs OBS is what I use.
Hopefully we don't make any enemigos today, and go out there and have
Glenn says, from top to bottom, everything at Valhalla Sports Talk is tight. We try to keep it going, y'all.
Junior Motorsports, JRM has been on a roll at this place. 3 consecutive wins. 6 all.
Marcus says, all right, let's get to it, y'all. Have we had the gentlemen start your engines yet?
For Dale Jr.'s team here last fall, Noah Grayson, this really kickstarted.
We've been grading those.
He was impressive in that night.
We've been grading those the last few weeks. What's up, SG?
Track racing takes a few different things to make it work. You gotta have the aggression, but you have to have that balance, especially here at Richmond. You have to learn to manage your tires. At Martinsville, he's able to do it. You manage your tires there. He's won here.
31 up in here.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like they've been super extremely consistent. They've been a strong team.
All right, track condition is warm, y'all. So let's bring out Kevin Harvick in that beer car for the warm-up laps.
Is the easiest place to pass people, but after that, you have to take care of your tires, manage that drive off the corner.
The Bracewell Cup, give it a like on Facebook if you like NASCAR Heat 5 Xbox Series. We try not to allow self-promotion on the channel there, Dwight, but I'll give you a freebie there. Go check out Dwight if you like to watch that NASCAR Heat racing on an Xbox.
What do you see in this go?
Yeah, JGR has been strong at Richmond, no matter if it's Xfinity or Cup.
I'm doing good, SG. How you doing? Appreciate you folks supporting the channel, everybody. Appreciate it. A little weird early morning stream here. Little weird early morning stream. We'll knock this 250 laps out, then we'll go offline. And as I mentioned, we'll be back tonight for night 1 of WrestleMania.
To really see how their car is going to be on the long haul.
What do you see these two guys?
Yeah, that is Richmond behind me. I do look up the city that they're racing in, so that's Richmond behind me. Actually, I'm sitting in the river right now, apparently. And let me tell you, it's cold.
So I think that he's in that position where he can push a little bit more than the other guys.
34 before the race even starts. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of NASCAR Xfinity Series racing. The ToyotaCare 250 today from Richmond Raceway. It's the first race of the Dash for Cash series.
Fun race coming your way. First, let's go trackside and get the command to fire engines.
All right, here we go. Here's our command to fire the engines.
Fans, here to say the most famous word.
Tell me, Chad, if it's a go or a no-go.
Proud owner of
A thumbs up or a thumbs down. Mike Goff, Grand Marshal.
and VIP customer of McGeorge Toyota.
He don't look ready to me.
Drivers, start your engines!
Medium. I give him a medium. I give him a thumb sideways. Bobby says Valhalla's setup is legit. Nobody on this platform has a better setup.
50 laps in Richmond, Virginia.
Appreciate it, Bobby.
Sam Mayer next.
All right, our last commercial break, probably before they get that green flag going. Gaming with Eli's hyped to watch some racing. Viking Jerome checks in, says SKOL likes, go Dodgers. F. Will Smith. Not the Dodgers one. What did you guys think of the driver start your engine? I thought it was kind of meh. I knew he wasn't ready. As soon as I saw him, I knew he wasn't ready. Brian Jolly gives him a 4.5. I give him the same as Brian Jolly, 4.5. Definitely a 4.5. As soon as I saw the fella, I knew he didn't have it in him. I knew he didn't have it in him. I'm in Arizona, Dwight. I'm in Arizona, my man. Big news on the channel this week. Big news on the channel. We are now able to receive mail here at Valhalla Sports Talk. You won't believe my post office box number. It's P.O. Box 666, Hereford, Arizona, 85615. Yeah, the last one was better, Bobby, no doubt. Yep, we got the old post office. Shared my mother's post office box. And I asked her, Mom, what is the post office box? And she said it's 666. 666. Hereford, Arizona, 85615. All right, we got the number 4 beer car, bringing him around for the warm-up laps. SG's going to watch some Sharks today. Dwight says everybody give them the thumbs up. The thumbs up, y'all, helps me big time, because that gets us more people up in here, That gets us more people in the house. I did notice that one fella came in to visit, and that tells me he'll probably be showing the in-car feeds. I have a feeling. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, I feel like Rocha. Burping on stream. All right, let's listen in. Oh, that's a little music. All right, so we are at, as I mentioned, 7986 on the subscriber count. So 14 away from 8,000.
Today, our guy from the driver's seat, Sam Mayer.
You know, Glenn, I forgot to even go look for him, man. I got to go look. I'll probably do that after this. I haven't looked for Bobblehead Bobby yet.
On a short track. He's got some great hobbies, but I think his...
Bobby says, I got a little something for the Valhalla Tavern when I see you in Arizona. Right on, buddy.
Top 10.
Hey, Sam. How are you doing?
Right on. When you bring that, Bobby, bring whatever I want at Christmas time that I never got. Whatever I want at Christmas time. What's up, Outdoor Matt?
I'm heading into a short track, which is right in your playground.
What did Pat's message get rejected for? What's up, Sheila Jones? Sheila Jones in the house? AJ says I'm definitely going to hit AK tonight. I've been trying for 3 weeks, man. Pat says, keep the funny shit out of the chat, Beantown.
Sounds good, my friend. We're going to be watching. Good luck.
Sam Mayer's turn.
Pat says, Boston people these days.
Spotter, analyst Coleman Presley. Last week, Coleman, 3 spotters around COVID today.
All right, so as I mentioned, the young 19-year-old Ty Gibbs on the pole with John Hunter Nemechek
We can all see it. We can see.
to his side. Gregson starts third, Hill fourth.
We're going to play a little bit of the psychologist role. We're going to get pushed around. We're going to get beat around. We're going to have to keep our driver calm, keep him focused. What his car has the first 2 stages to see how we need to manage those tires as the final stage of the race. Do we have a short run?
We got some new moderators on the channel, but I haven't seen them show up just yet.
Keep them calm and look forward to watching.
2 new moderators were added this week to the channel.
Daniel, you've heard from Joey.
But you know how I do it, y'all. You know how I do it. If I add 2, that means 2 were removed.
Good afternoon, Double A. Yes, Austin Hill is on.
I try to keep that moderator number right at about 50,
He comes here to Richmond.
and we haven't added a new one without removing somebody in a long time.
It's the shortest track he's ever run in this series, but he tells me that doesn't deter him. He said this short track is one of his best. He said his strength is saving his equipment, saving those tires.
30 in the chat, y'all. Welcome to the Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of NASCAR Xfinity Series racing, the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action.
Something to be strong. Look no further than Ryan. Very similar to a few years ago when he ran a part-time schedule at Joe Gibbs Racing. He is picking and choosing his races this year based on the tracks.
The name of what song, SG? The one in the background? I don't know. It's one of the free YouTube ones you can use without getting in trouble.
And those 2 wins, Regan.
That's what I'm really worried about WrestleMania tonight, y'all, is the music that'll be playing on the telecast.
That was the situation for.
But we're going to just roll with it and see what happens.
This could be a very, very interesting afternoon.
Sheila says, I need your P.O. box again so I can send you some pictures of David and I.
And now we look at our onboard.
I put it in the video description, Sheila. I believe it's at the middle part of the video description.
Riley starts 24th. And the 18 of John Hunter Nemechek. Great view of front rows.
Gaming with Eli's rooting for Austin Hill. This is our first short track race of the year if you ignore the race at the Coliseum, but for the Xfinity boys, it definitely is the first one.
Final stage is 100 laps. When you look at the fuel window, that means
Sparse crowd in Richmond there. I was looking at pictures of Richmond in the 90s during NASCAR's heyday, and those stands went all the way around the track and were filled to capacity. Since then, they've removed a number of those stands, and today for the Xfinity Series race, I will say it's less than 10% filled.
But maybe I'll go for another 20 or 30 laps and I'll have some freshies left. With 20 to go, and I can drive through the field and win this thing. It depends on what kind of car you got and where you're at.
You did what on April 1st?
If you're not looking like you can win in your 10th, what do you have to lose?
Oh, you guys got married. Oh, my goodness. Congratulations, Sheila. Congratulations. That is way cool, man. Congratulations to you and David. He put a ring on it. All right, here we go, y'all.
here we go with Richmond. Ty Gibbs is on the board.
Ty Gibbs, green flag at Richmond. Congratulations for getting married, though, Sheila. That is huge news. All right, here we go. Let's get to that stats page.
Yeah, those starts are pretty tame the first time as they go down to the corner. Some of they didn't really race much in practice. So you're getting used to it in the first couple laps on how hard they can go.
All right, again, this top three is going to be kind of weird with Nemechek up front there.
Turn one gives you so much room for options as you go into the corner.
Congratulations, says Bobby, or says Brian. The Kerm, congrats Sheila as well. Sheila, one of the main moderators here on the channel, and now she's a married woman. They dated for so long, y'all, so long. And now they're married. All right, lap 3 of 75 in stage 1. It's Gibbs, Nemechek, Grayson are your top 3.
Look at the top 10. A couple of underdog names there. Jeremy Clements, Ryan Seacrest qualified. 7th and 8th.
Yeah, they don't mess around on the music.
Those drivers highlighted in purple. This is
All right, congratulations go out to Sheila Joan from the Berserkers in the chat as we are short track racing at Richmond.
I think there's some interesting names that started, mid-pack to the back of the pack. The 8, the 7, the 16, the 11 coming.
You've picked a couple different drivers now, SG.
That are typically fast and every single weekend that are going to have to methodically move their way through.
They've been together for 26 years and finally got married. What? Congratulations, though. That's big news.
You may be willing to do the launch or something.
So sure, no doubt.
AJ on the leader to 16, making it 3 wide. Sam Mayer, the meat and the sandwich trains off to her.
All right, Mayer passing Allmendinger on the outside for 8th.
There's a lot of work to do that into turn 1.
These laps click off quickly on these short tracks. It's lap 6 or lap 7 of 75.
Someone's got to give. If it gets really bad, it exit of turn 2.
AJ says, dang, finally put a ring on that after 26. Let's freaking go. Glenn says he's a lucky guy.
I mean, here's a driver that forever was a road course.
Brian's been married 28 years, been together for 31.
He's won ovals. What he did last week was incredible. And top 10 every race so far this year. The only guy to pull that off. 6 races in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wrestling is on the Peacock Network tonight, Gaming with Eli. Pay-per-view or the Peacock Network online.
Racetracks as well. Especially here in the Xfinity Series with the competition here, he's been able to really, we talk about being a smart racer here and managing your tires. Experience is usually where that comes in.
Deep in the field, Joey Gase, J.K. Yaley, Brennan Poole. Not a lot of room here.
That's some of the
Trying to go 4 wide in the back. Yep, Peacock.
maybe not knowing how many cars are out there too.
Somebody has to tell those guys that something like 8. Take it easy, boys. All the boys I get.
That's a spotter's job.
Everything. I've been watching the 9 and the 7.
Yep, we'll be doing that tonight and tomorrow night, both nights of WrestleMania. I've got them scheduled to go online at 5 o'clock my time, but I might come on earlier because apparently they go on really early for like the pre-show stuff. But we'll play it by ear.
I'm waiting to see where my car is going to be good. Where's the weakness of my competitor?
All right, Gibbs has led every lap here. We're on lap 11 of 75.
They're running at 75 laps. You're probably
Nemechek is right there with him, though.
throughout the stage. You don't want to, at least. So
Gregson Jones are in 3rd and 4th.
front tires out. Don't use the brakes too much. Just take whatever it gives you. And here you see John Hunter.
All right, Nemechek looking to the inside of Gibbs. He's got him right about to the number on the door, and he's going to make the pass for the lead. That 18 of John Hunter Nemechek to the lead in the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway.
12 laps in at Richmond. It's been all about Joe Gibbs Racing. Ty Gibbs led the first 11.
And she likes some chicken Alfredo.
Belongs to John
Random fact.
Nemechek, Gregson, Jones, and Priest also inside the top 5.
All right, we are going to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Going to a commercial break. With John Hunter Nemechek leading this one. That 18. Glenn says, I'm 50 years old. I've never married, but I have poured beer at a number of weddings. There you go. Pizza or pasta? Good question. I like them both. You don't get this unbelievable physique that I've got without liking both pizza and pasta. AJ says I would watch, but the last 2 pay-per-views have been horrible. I was stopping to support my boy Valhalla, though. There you go, AJ. Appreciate it, man. Barbecue wings over buffalo wings. Just my son and I, that's all I need, says AJ. Ryan says, Glenn, if you've never been married, you must have tons of money then. Truth. Salvador Chavez up in here says, I can't wait for the MLB season. It's coming, dude. What did I see today? We are Steve Garvey 6 days away from opening day for the Dodgers, y'all. And I'll be streaming that game for sure. Faux show. All right, lap 15 of 235 in the race. Status green on the track, 6:42 into the race. No cautions, 2 lead changes so far. John Hunter Nemechek is your current leader. He's got about almost a half-second lead over Ty Gibbs. 34 in the house. Raise up, says AJ Show. He'll be doing a lot of Rays baseball on his channel, I believe. AJ says it's all about the Rays this year. We'll see, my man. We will see. That's why they play the games. Glenn says, I am German, so I'm as tight as they come when it comes to my money. Who knows that better than me, Glenn? Just teasing, just teasing. This isn't on Peacock, my man. This is on regular DirecTV. Madison's a Dodger fan. Yeah, Robert, this race is on Fox Sports 1. This race is on Fox Sports 1. It's WrestleMania that's going to be on Peacock today. That's online. So I'll be watching it on my little computer screen here. All right, but 35 in the house as we are still green flag racing at Richmond Raceway. All right, the lead for Nemechek now is 0.36 seconds over Gregson, who has now moved into second.
AJ Allmendinger, if you watch what he's doing, just like the red horses last week, he's really strong on the braking, but also he's squaring off. AJ's
just convinced that the Rays are going to win the World Series this year. Coronas or Modelos? I say Coronas. Win or bust for the Rays this year? Dodgers traded for a reliever yesterday, sent A.J. Pollock packing.
Pretty interesting. Thomas says squared off the corner.
A.J. Pollock now going to go play for the White Sox.
Tires start to wear out. Is that pretty curved front straightaway? If you're able to wrap the corner a little bit longer, stay on that yellow line just a little bit longer, get some steering wheel out of it, get some lateral out of it, and launch straight off the corner. It gives you a little drive, and sometimes, most times...
Standing joke, if you want to get two Germans to fight, just throw some pennies on the ground. I remember that from when I was stationed over there, Glenn. But I loved it over there. I was stationed in Germany, my youth.
To make sure that these bells are what you need in all 3 parts of the world. 25 laps in, John Hunter Nemechek is letting the doors 14 out front, but Noah Gregson right in his hip pocket, Jamie.
Dodgers are winning all the games all the time. Every game ever played, the Dodgers will win it. That's my prediction. Stagger PBR. The Kerm says, there's your new closer. I watched a little tape of him. I remember him. Sheila says the Dodgers will beat the Giants today. What time is that game?
Well, Jamie, Noah's teammate Justin Allgaier is so very good at this Richmond racetrack, but we documented earlier today the struggle team is having in practice. Couldn't get the power down off the corners of that race car.
All right, your leader on lap 27 of 75 continues to be John Hunter Nemechek. Gregson right there in his tracks, though.
He's 11, all 4 cars from Junior Motorsports.
Yes, SG, I'm a Dodgers fan.
Next Saturday. Dale Jr. going to drive next Friday night, I should say. Dale Jr. going to be racing.
2 race leaders so far, the 18 and the 54. The 18 now the lap led leader with 16 laps led.
Almost ran all over John Hunter.
They are lapping cars on the track.
Here may have had something to do with some lap traffic possibly, but that was a good job. Just
Stage 1 lap 29 of 75, 29 of 250 in the race.
just wrap it around nice and easy.
Oh, so 1 o'clock in Arizona today, huh?
The reward. It just takes some time.
I might listen to that on the radio while we're waiting for the WrestleMania coverage to come in.
Where tire is best. I'm a big believer that it's impossible to have a perfect car on entry, center, and an exit. So you have to pick and choose.
All right, Allmendinger now moving into 3rd place.
For the 16 here, he's super strong on entries. Like you can see.
Trying to pass Gibbs on the inside. He's got a lapped car to use as a little buffer.
I was going to say,
And Allmendinger continues a good run from last week, now up into 3rd.
getting around Gibbs.
2 seconds back from the leader.
Sam, what are you calling him during the commercial?
Aging.
That 8 car they just showed there, that's my favorite paint scheme on the Xfinity side this week. That's a sharp-looking paint scheme.
We're telling me what to do with at this point. He's looking good though.
A 32 in the house.
At the top already, you start to see, those purple cars, this purple on your
I guess if Allmendinger wins this race, he wins $100,000 in that Dash for Cash promotion.
Now, they should give AJ more money if he wins or gets the Dash for Cash because he's 40. He can't make near as much out of that payout as what 18-year-old Sam Mayer can, you know? I mean, that's probably true. He's probably not going to buy a boat, if you know what I mean.
All right, here we go. Headed to a commercial break. This race incident-free so far, 13 minutes 27 seconds into it. We're on lap 32 of 218. Average speed 108.270. The last fast lap speed 108.147. 2 leaders, 2 lead changes as we go to another commercial. Welcome, though, to Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. It's NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing. I'm Valhalla, and I'm asking you to hit that subscribe button, give the video the thumbs up, and turn on bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. All right, SG, we've seen your prediction, buddy. We've seen your prediction. Let's not spam the chat. Still no subscribers picked up in this stream. Nothing. 7986 is the count. 7986 is the count. I didn't figure this would be a huge stream starting this early in the day. But we're in a commercial break here, still under green, lap 36 of 213. There's 75 laps here in stage 1. Who's my winner for the Cup Series tomorrow? I hope it's Harvick, man. That's my driver. I hope it's Harvick. It's his best qualifying start. When is the last time I've watched wrestling? I've watched it a little bit, dude. Not like I've never watched it. I just don't watch it on the regular, I suppose, like I used to back in my youth. Back when I was a young buck. All right, so they're talking about the Dash for Cash here.
Secretly, I'm rooting for Noah.
So I guess there's 4 drivers eligible: Allmendinger, Gregson, the 21 car, and the 1. So Hill and Mayer, those are the 4 drivers eligible for the $100,000 bonus today.
And this is also the
Kraft says, I don't think he'll win. I think he'll struggle.
of Dash for Cash.
Glenn thinks Harvick's due. I do. He could surprise. He's starting 7th, y'all. You guys can count out Kevin Harvick if you want to. I've been a fan of his since the 3rd race of his Cup career. And let me tell you, that dude does not give up.
Daniel, is there anything that he can do?
Matthew picking Kyle Busch because he has 6 wins at Richmond. All right, Brian, we'll see you next time, buddy. We'll see you in the next stream there, Brian Jolly. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy.
Is it overheating in the front? Is it overheating in the back? All you really have inside the car is your foot and a brake bias, where you can maybe adjust and put some more rear brake into the front brake. But sometimes it's hard to realize is it the front or the back that's overheated. But you got to kind of manage.
All right, so John Hunter Nemechek continues to lead. He's lengthened that lead out to 2 seconds, 2.3 seconds over Gregson, 2.8 seconds over Allmendinger. Gibbs now 4 seconds back from the leader.
You got 30 laps.
SG says, my top 5 are The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, and CM Punk.
You're pretty well dead in the water. It's going to be challenging.
Your top 5 of all time? How do you have a top 5 in wrestling that doesn't include Hulk Hogan?
Taking advantage of his
How is that even possible?
John Hunter Nemechek, who once he got the lead and was able to fill out the
Gaming with Eli says, I got Chase Elliott number 9.
Yeah, not only is he taking a big lead, he has a lot of lap cars in between them. And I'm watching as Knight's having his brake issues. AJ Allmendinger is run all over the back of the Knight.
Glenn says, it baffles me how Chase Elliott starts out slow every season.
Second place.
Yeah, he is struggling early on here, isn't he?
More than he just has to make it to make it lead somehow. You know, these brakes are very tricky because these brake systems, they don't like to be too cold, they don't like to be too hot. So you have to kind of find that sweet spot. And if you get it too cold, they start shaking. If you get it too hot, the pedals start getting soft.
They're sliding all over the track here, y'all. A lot of fishtailing going on.
In the next stop, and,
Gregson setting his sights now on Allmendinger for that 2nd position. He's outside of Allmendinger. He's got up to his number.
the next stage,
But can he hold it through the turn? No. AJ to the inside. And Gregson falls in behind him. Lap cars all over the racetrack now. We're on lap 46 of 75, 46 of 250 in the race. Larry Napier says Jerry the King Lawler. It's a name from the past.
Early Josh Berry in the 8 car.
Eli says my top 5 are The Rock, John Cena, Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, and Roman Reigns.
That's the 99 of Stephen Parsons.
You know, when you look at these junior motorsports cars.
I think I read yesterday in preparation for these streams, I read that Lesnar has won, like is breaking records that The Undertaker set. And The Undertaker was inducted in the Hall of Fame last night.
for a little bit. Why not, right? That one would happen.
Robert Rothberg checks in, says, hello, Valhalla, ready for the Giants Suplex City Sunday tomorrow. Glenn says Chase is even struggling on the road courses.
You know, for Barry, and you touched
The COO makes an appearance, messing with Thor up there on the love seat.
Friday night at Martinsville. It's a big day for Josh Berry.
Thor does not like people interrupting his naps,
For next week,
so the COO is risking her life by messing with him right now.
Southern Virginia's pick to look at Martinsville.
Josh Berry in that 8 car, my favorite paint scheme, as I mentioned, of the weekend,
Qualifying day. So all your cars
has moved up to 6th.
on the short list of possible winners later this afternoon.
Jackie Fargo says Larry Napier.
You know, as a race car driver, you always want to attack. You know, there's a couple laps ago, the 8 car was
All right, y'all. When you get old, you know you've got old when your wife walks up to you every day and hands you a pill box.
know that people live faster. So sometimes in this kind of track, you have to be very
Little vitamin C.
just calculated, very all the rules, very calculated. You know, because if you try to attack all the time, sometimes it's the kind of
How are you doing, though, Robert?
attack you.
And these in cars are pretty fun to watch. Listen to him get on the ground. Listen to the leader.
All right, 25 to go now in stage 1.
Now under Nemechek, putting another car like down. This is Rob Road making his first ever start in the Xfinity Series. We're up at
My favorite wrestler was Hulk Hogan, Robert. Hulk Hogan. I love The Rock. I loved Ultimate Warrior. I loved Macho Man.
Started doing the iRacing thing.
The Bushwhackers.
NASCAR diversity program.
That was my time for wrestling.
Big stage.
But it'll be a good little stream. You'll be able to get the reactions of a person that doesn't watch it quite as often. You know what I mean?
Like to stay on the lead lap, especially this early in the race. You never know when the caution's going to come out. He's done a great job of running that top side. I believe John Hunter got to get up front this time to take control of the turn one.
Matthew Breckshot says Valhalla never count out the head of the table. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Jeff Wagner says Undertaker by far. He is the Dale Earnhardt of wrestling. His Hall of Fame acceptance speech yesterday was pretty intense.
He's going to school right here. And going to school.
Do I remember Bruno
And John Hunter Nemechek.
San Martino and Pedro Morales? I think so.
4 laps.
I remember Superfly Snuka.
Top 5.
All right, we're going to a commercial break, and I never even went to the stats page there. Sorry about that, y'all. Thomas Forbes says the Moondogs. Rowdy Roddy Piper. That Roman Reigns quote. Oh, that's a Roman Reigns quote. Okay. See, I'm not going to know a lot of the stuff about these current guys like Reigns. I do know Lesnar, as I mentioned, just because he was a Viking. But yeah. But I'll have the. I'm going to have the show on my other computer monitor here, so the audio will be crystal clear. I'll just have to. I'll have to be watching it for music, y'all. Glenn says, as a huge fan of Valhalla Sports Talk, thank you, COO, for extending Valhalla's life. Truth. Got my blood pressure pills in there. My rheumatoid arthritis pills in there. All right, 17 to go here in stage 1. They're side by side on the telecast here. It's Nemechek, Allmendinger, Gregson, Gibbs, your top 4. As Fox hypes up that USFL Football League. I will be doing 0 coverage of the USFL on my channel. 0. I have no interest in it. I preferred the XFL, y'all. This is just NFL light. In my opinion, in my humble opinion. All right, that 8 car now is putting the pressure on Gibbs. The 8 car now up there putting pressure on Gibbs. And let's get back to it. This time I'm going to remember to get you to the stats page. Okay, the 8 to the inside. Josh Berry to the inside makes easy work of Ty Gibbs. So Berry up to 4th. Nemechek's leading this race over Allmendinger almost 4 seconds. Chat gets a little quiet. Robert Rothbard says, Roman Reigns quote, "You will acknowledge me." See, that's the stuff I'll be learning tonight, y'all, during that stream. I did see, I saw that our buddy Rocha and the Sports Fury there, they went to the, I guess it was like the WWE mall, the WrestleMania mall yesterday. And I saw that there were a lot of, quotes on t-shirts that looked weird. I'm sure that was one of them.
Some pretty good drivers not too far in front of him. Daniel Hemrick called it.
Jeff Wagner says 0% USF, awesome. I can't stand any ball and stick sport, strictly NASCAR.
He's only a half straightaway in front of our leader.
Yeah, we do a lot of baseball on this channel, Jeff.
He's going to start even further behind. If he doesn't get his car,
We do a lot of baseball.
he's going to lap down in the third.
I do all the Vikings games.
He's safe to stay on the lead left here. Him as the
Justin Merriman checks in. Thanks to On Tap Sports, I actually found a YouTuber who covers NASCAR. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Big shout out to Ray over there. Ray over there on Tap Sports. I'm sure he'll be doing some basketball this weekend. Some NCAA hoop action.
Stages, and you're like, man, picks up right where he left off. Unfortunately, they've had some issues.
33 in the house as we've got 11 to go in stage one.
Starting in the rear. He's 18 now.
We're on lap 65 of 250 in the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. 26 minutes into the race. We've had two leaders, John Hunter Nemechek and that 54 Gibbs. Nemechek has led 54 laps already.
Listen how low the RPM's getting in the middle of the corner.
Glenn says most underrated WWE wrestler Sam Waitman, aka X-Pac. No clue who that is, Glenn. No clue. I got no clue who that dude is.
Out, you're screaming for tires, you just gotta get to the end.
All right, there's that Parker Retzlaff, that nerd from Wisconsin.
Throughout this race.
Where's he at in that 38?
Your tires, once you have decent track position.
If he's running slow, what does that say about everyone else? Because second place, AJ Allmendinger, is 4.5 seconds.
Retzlaff in the top 10. I believe this is third race of his career.
38-second career start in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and he qualified yet again in the top 10.
32 in the house.
A lot of drivers know him throughout the garage. Now that he's getting a chance to really do it,
This is going to be one of those 300 view streams, it looks like, y'all.
That is a good day. I'll be in the car next. Never carry some momentum. We're in top 20. He's holding his.
All right, 7 laps to go here in stage 1.
By the way, he's got Steve Addington, NASCAR crew chief legend, as you can say, been around a long time helping him out.
Run, and you know what puts in perspective his run is look who's behind him. Austin Hill, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Riley Herbst, Daniel Hemrick. I mean, he's in front of some really good race cars. Over 1,600.
As I mentioned, that Retzlaff, he got his start due to iRacing, racing online. Caught somebody's eye, and they gave him a part-time ride for this year in the Xfinity Series. He's doing pretty well for himself. In 8th, they're mentioning what kind of drivers he's in front of. He's in front of Algier. He's in front of Alfredo. He's in front of Creed. He's in front of Herbst. Hemrick, Castle.
Dave is coming. Dave has a very, very good car in the long run. I'm really looking forward to see what he can do.
Glenn says he had a very short WWE career. He teamed up with Triple H on occasion.
The 19 Brandon Jones struggling right now with that race car, started the race off tight, but just had to comment on the radio about Gunnar.
You know, in preparing for WrestleMania, I've spent a lot of time on that WWE.com website, and I can't believe how many wrestlers there are nowadays under contract by these organizations. There's like 4 different series that the WWE runs, and they've got belts for all those. If you join us tonight for the coverage, you'll be impressed. I've got in the little area like we have on this stream where the cars go below me, I've got a history of the WWE Championship belts that'll be going through the stream there.
With 3 laps to go in the stage, a remarkable performance.
Rocket says, you like NASCAR? Well, yeah, of course, dude. John P. in the house says, hit the like button, or you want Kyle Busch to go to the back to full-time trucks. Welcome to the stream, John P. Congratulations on your mod wrench, my man. I made a John P. and Skeptic moderators this week, and as I always do, when someone gains their mod wings, somebody else loses them. So two mods were removed. We added John P., who has donated well in excess of the amount that gets you a moderator wrench on the channel, and same thing with Skeptic. So I appreciate the support. And welcome on board, and keep the berserkers at bay.
As we have now hit the final lap of this first 75.
All right, final lap of stage 1.
Breaks into second, buried in third.
Almost a 5-second lead for John Hunter Nemechek in what has been a pretty boring race so far.
Now this would be to put the 99 of Stephen Parsons 2 laps down, so that shouldn't impact the free pass.
And here we go, stage winner.
Number 1 at Richmond.
John Hunter Nemechek wins stage 1 at Richmond.
Josh Berry, AJ Allmendinger.
John P. says, I see that. I am honored.
Sink was 6. Retzloff 7. Great day for him. For Nemechek.
Who remembers Georgia Championship Wrestling? Not me, man. All right, so we go to a commercial break for the first stage end. 33 in the house. Larry remembers Georgia Championship Wrestling. Larry's like, I remember that stuff. All right, y'all, I'll be right back. So we've got 22 cars remaining on the lead lap in this one. John Hunter Nemechek has led 65 laps. There's only been 2 leaders and only 2 lead changes in the race. Justin Berman says, I'm a fan of NASCAR driver Austin Cindric as I am from his hometown of Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to you, Justin. Oh, I think Kyle Busch wins some races. He's one of the best race car drivers on the planet. $36 in the house, 36 up in here. It's the ToyotaCare 250 NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing from Richmond Raceway. We've just completed stage 1, 33 minutes into the race. They've got 172 laps to go. Average speed 103.810. So a quick NASCAR stream today, and then we'll be back tonight for WrestleMania, the first night. An event so big it takes 2 nights. WrestleMania, the first night, tonight. Second night tomorrow. We'll be doing both those telecasts. All right, April 2nd, 1962, Wilt scores a bunch of points. April 2nd, 1965, The Sound of Music is released. And April 2nd, 1983, compact disc introduced by Sony.
And in 1978, I was 5 years old, or almost 5, when Darryl
Waltrip won his first of 12 Bristol races in 78. Here they come down pit road, y'all.
at Bristol. Pit road is open, and here they come, Regan.
Well, I'm John Hunter Nemechek. As you can imagine, pretty happy with that race car right now. Just needs a little bit of help.
Kenneth Terry checks in, says, hello, Valhalla. Glad to be here. Off from work this weekend, enjoying the NASCAR and WrestleMania life. Doesn't get any better. Thumbs up. Appreciate it, Kenneth. What's up, Greg and John?
Super tires here. Needs a little bit more forward drive. The 54, Ty Gibbs, not great in that early stage. He said just too tight. Air pressure adjustment.
So Gibbs starts out on the pole, ends up dropping back to about 4th, but he's going to be 3rd off pit road. Nemechek, Allmendinger, Gibbs as they come off pit road.
They did it early because they were having those brake problems.
Yeah, I'm doing WrestleMania tonight and on Sunday night, Greg and John. What's up, QC? The QC in the house, y'all. Everybody, all rise
Let's talk to John
for the QC.
John Hunter, it is Joey Logano.
Yeah, all Packers games All the Packers games, Viking Jerome, the Clippers games, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
More good news for you, because the last time you led over 60 laps, you won.
That was like my most commented ever community post. That was the most comments I ever got on a community post.
Making some time through the field, but however
John Garrett says Georgia Championship Wrestling was on TBS on Saturday nights. That might have been back when I was overseas, y'all.
I'm just the lucky one that gets to hold the steering wheel, but I love Richmond. It's one of my favorite places to come to.
So QC, you didn't join the boys down there in Texas for the weekend?
Managing your equipment is very important. So
Matthew Breckshot says, I have Liv Morgan and Ray Ripley winning the women's tag team titles.
absolutely
QT tells everyone in the chat they may be seated
for you and making sure to stay calm. So,
as his honor has
you
arrived.
got a great car.
If he said he was running like 77.
You didn't join the fellas in Texas, QC?
Give him a speeding penalty. Hey, what do you do to get ready for a pit stop?
All right, we got 3 people in those dinosaur outfits walking around playing beer pong at Richmond. You don't see that at just any sporting event, y'all. You don't see that at just any sporting event. 34 in the house as we are under caution. I forgot to put the yellow up there, y'all. Viking Jerome says, my favorite wrestler of all time has to be Andre the Giant. Grega says, who are some of your favorite wrestlers? Mine are old school ones, Grega. So Hulk Hogan was my all-time favorite, no doubt. And then you had Macho Man, and you had Ultimate Warrior, and obviously Andre the Giant was one of the greats back then. Iron Sheik. Superfly Snuka. That was my wrestling pedigree, y'all. So it'll be interesting for me to do this stream because I am not a wrestling fanatic by any stretch of the imagination, but I have the Peacock Network, and I said, well, let me do this, see what we can do. QC says, not really a wrestling fan. I'm just happy Roach is getting out, man. I love that he's getting out and doing some things. He's too young to be sitting there just doing streams all the time. Jake the Snake Roberts? Yeah, hell yeah. The Bushwhackers, y'all. I remember the Bushwhackers too. But that's it's going to be a different kind of stream for me, y'all. It's going to be from a perspective of a guy that doesn't watch this stuff all the time. Viking Jerome says Iron Sheik is a Vikings fan. Kenneth says I have Becky Lynch winning tonight and Ronda Rousey winning tonight. Stone Cold going to put down Kevin Owens as well. Wait till you see my setup for tonight, y'all. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. I've got overlays for every match, I think. I think I've got special overlays for every match.
Tomorrow, racing at the fairgrounds. For years, half mile, they paved it, and now a 3/4 mile on asphalt. Jamie?
Straight Shooter says old school wrestler from Mexico.
Noah breaks and he's now pitted 4 times. We talked
Mil
about break
Moscadas, 1,000 masks. A guy that changes masks.
He said that he does have a brake pedal now. That's the good news.
What about Jim Hacksaw Duggan?
Upping them, he said they
Remember him?
So the issue's not sure if they're over. Regan?
Well, Jamie, trouble as well for Ryan Priest, one of the guys we expected to see up front, going down the left at the end.
Ric Flair?
Felt like he had a right
Of course.
tire going flat when they finally got the pin, got the tire off that race car.
Ric Flair has really become active on social media in his old age.
And different pieces, lines around the tire.
Kenneth Terry says, I can't wait to see it, brother. Woo!
7 laps up,
It'll be interesting. I'm going to get me some alcohol for sure.
in the free pass position. Daniel Hemmer got a speeding penalty, and we just received word so did Noah Gregson there. So
Gregson, Hemrick both get speeding penalties there.
Whether it's a pass through or just
All right, pace car down pit road.
that'll happen since we're coming to the green.
All right, green flag in stage 2.
Underway once again in the ToyotaCare 250.
What about Sergeant Slaughter? He was one of my favorites. All right, so Nemechek to the lead like he's been most of this race. Ty Gibbs in second, but he's already got company. A.J. Allmendinger to his outside trying to take that spot.
He was able to take off pretty well. Get out to the lead. Things were good for him. Long the ball, he fell off a little bit. AJ seemed to be decent up until the last couple laps as a have a little contact opportunity.
Justin Merriman says, I grew up as a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, and I can't wait to see him take out Kevin Owens tonight at WrestleMania. And I'm rooting for my current favorite, Brock Lesnar, to win it all. Me too. Me too. Richard Hole says, I'll take people who died from roids for $50, Alex. Kenneth hyping up Magnum TA. Glenn's amazed at how many pro wrestlers have come from the great state of Minnesota. Yeah, I mentioned the Ultimate Warrior. Big Boss Man. It'll be fun, y'all. It'll be fun. Come hang out with me. Come hang out with me. The stream, as I mentioned, is scheduled to go on at 5 my time. So 5 to 6, 6, 7, 8 o'clock Eastern. But I might come on about an hour prior to that. Maybe even 2.
And this caution.
Caution flag. Sorry.
It's the free pass with a caution early in the stage. And also want to go back and point out Noah Gregson. There's the 5. And I guess it's kind of a good news, bad news situation. I was going to say Noah Gregson.
I'm not sure what happened here.
Starting at the rear here. And wouldn't have to do a pass through. That's how I thought it would work, but we understand the debris.
Head of the table, says Kenneth Terry. I saw those T-shirts at that deal yesterday, the little mall they got set up. The Wild Samoans. Oh, no doubt. George the Animal Steel. I forgot all about him. He was one of my favorites, too. Ivan Koloff, says John Garrett. Don't remember him.
And it's been so impressive on short tracks, but a tough afternoon.
So they still haven't shown us what this accident was.
For John Hunter Nemechek, he's in charge at Richmond.
All right, headed to a commercial. I don't remember Ivan Koloff. I'm trying to see if there's any I don't remember. Nikita Koloff, says Kenneth Terry. Kamali. John P. says Noah's car is coming apart. Is that what it was? Yeah, he's all the way down there in 23rd, John. Dusty Rhodes, I remember him. The Rock and Roll Express. One thing that's kind of amazing between now and then is the amount of female wrestlers that are part of the whole program. I try to think about back then. The only thing I remember as far as female participation in the events was Macho Man's gal. What was her name? Macho Man's gal. I remember the Iron Sheik. Yeah, yep, George the Animal Steel always had that green tongue. Because he was eating the souls of aliens. He was a hairy mug, too. He was a hairy dude. Alright, well, we're under caution here for the 88 car, or for the 5 car. Under caution for the 5 car of Ryan Preece. John P. says Noah has brake problems and a rotor just flew off his car on fire. Whoops. This is one of his favorite tracks, too. I must have missed that. I was talking about wrestling too much. Yeah, Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth. But that's all I remember, like, female-wise back in the day. Do you guys think of anything else? Larry says Randy Savage locked Miss Elizabeth in the back. What was the name of the dude that had the rubber bands in his beard and everything? He wasn't a wrestler per se. He was more like a manager type. What was his name? All right, let's get back to it.
Chad House in the broadcast booth tomorrow. And right here in Richmond with Mike Joy and Clint Boyer.
The total package, Lex Luger.
3,
So, chat, what we're doing, I know we've got a race going on here, but what we're doing is reminiscing about old wrestlers, because we'll be doing WrestleMania here on the channel both tonight and tomorrow. So join us for that if you're into that. Modula? No, I don't think that was his name. He was one of the managers, and then another one had some slicked up, long-haired manager fella. Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth were married in real life. Percy Pringle, says Larry. Is that his name? I'm pretty hyped for it all, y'all. But we'll have the audio as best as I can do it, and it's going to be crystal clear for that because I'll be watching the actual event on my computer screen here to my right.
We're shooting it right now, and it is covered in oil, just sitting there. These are the 2 rear tires. And
Superfly Snuka. Well, he wasn't Hispanic though. He was from Samoa or something.
And that's what you saw Chuck House looking at, taking photos of.
And you wonder, what can they do?
Kenneth says, I'll be here tonight and tomorrow. Wrestling fan for life.
We see them kind of working on the back of the car.
All right, stage 2, lap 20 of 75, 95 of 250. Your leader continues to be John Hunter Nemechek. Ty Gibbs in second. AJ Allmendinger third. And then 98 is way back there. Lou Albano. Correct. Captain Lou Albano. You guys got it. Right on. Right on. Blast from the past. Jimmy the Mouth of the South. Was that the other guy? All right, pace car is off. And we are green.
See that, the 4th place car, the 39 Ryan C, didn't get as good.
All right, Nemechek to the lead again.
And they only had 3 or 4 laps on their time. Well, really only a couple of
46 in the chat. We're about to hit 50, y'all.
if they have to refire later.
Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Jimmy Hart. I remember Jimmy Hart as well.
I had a couple of guys tell me.
That was the kind of the time when I was into it fairly heavy, y'all. Hacksaw, Jim Dugan. Yep.
Start to really, generate some momentum.
Yeah, I remember Hacksaw as well.
Who's in front of you, who's behind you, those kinds of things.
Mr. Fuji? Hell yeah. Mr. Fuji. All right, Riley Herbst in that 98 entry. He's trying to get into the top 10, but they're still passing him. So Nemechek, Gibbs, Allmendinger are your top 3, all within a second.
For the record, I always choose the wrong.
Yeah, we're about 20 away, probably about 15 away, actually.
Same thing at the grocery store.
I don't remember Dutch Mantel, Larry. I don't remember Dutch Mantel.
Look at the start of the race.
Superfly was one of my favorites, no doubt. No doubt.
He was pretty strong in the short run.
Superfly, I mean, isn't Superfly really the one that started the whole jumping off the ropes thing? Isn't he what made that kind of a standard thing nowadays?
His patience is what pays off.
Straight Shooter says the Olympic Auditorium downtown LA is where it all started. Man, in the mid 80s, the Olympic Auditorium was a dump, y'all. It was an absolute dump. I don't even know if it's still there. It was a dump.
You want to just take what you can, when you can get it, right? Without overselling.
You didn't want to wear your shoes that you wore to the Olympic Auditorium in the house when you got home. That place was nasty.
You're already slow.
Don the Magnificent Morocco, says Kenneth. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Pressure, just like we thought in the short run here. He's pressuring down Hunter.
All right, Gibbs wants the lead. He's right on the bumper of Nemechek. Unable to make it stick, though. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Omdorf. Yeah, I remember him too, Kenneth. Kenneth knows. Kenneth knows. 23 cars on the lead lap here.
Cup Series to know that.
Straight Shooter says they turned it into a church. That place needed religion. That place needed some religion.
Anything changed compared to the schedule?
Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I don't remember him.
He can get to the lead, get that clean air. His car's going to handle better. And if it handles better at this point of the run, he's going to get the reward.
Richard says Superfly was the only wrestler ever charged with murder. I had no clue. There you go, Ravishing Rick Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude. I remember them. Gorgeous George, holy shit. Gorgeous George, use another one. We'll have to have this whole discussion again tonight.
There's not many under green, and he finds himself with a running spot in the top 15. And we talked about some of their struggles.
Gorgeous George be coming out there strutting. I remember that.
And then there's the story of Jed Burton. They would have been top 5 last week if he weren't
31. We got close to 50 and then went away from it.
In qualifying, and now he's got a spot in the top 15.
Yeah, good recovery there. Something in practice and qualifying there just didn't look right when he went down to turn 3. Like something broke. I don't know the full story.
Literally haven't picked up a single subscriber, y'all. Not even one. This has been the roughest 20 subscriber stretch I've ever had on the channel here. The roughest. We just cannot get to 8,000. Bruiser Brody, don't remember him. Oh man, the honky tonk man. Hell yeah.
And then anger right after that follows it. That's what happens when I get the wrong way.
All right, Nemechek now with about a half-second lead over Gibbs. Allmendinger has Barry going to his inside there, and Josh Berry is going to take over third in that number 8 Tire Pros car. Chevy Camaro. Like I said, my favorite paint scheme. Love the weekend for these boys.
I believe that he's
Straight Shooter says, Gorman and Goliath channel 34 wrestling from the Olympic. I remember that wrestling used to be on some weird channels. I do remember that. King Kong Bundy, Big John Studd, Tito Santana, hell yeah, Kenneth. I'm picking Ronda to win that. I think Ronda's going to beat Charlotte Flair tonight. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh shit! How do you forget Ricky Steamboat? Mikey Jerome says King Kong Bunny's a big mother effer. Kenneth picking Ronda to win tonight too. I am too.
Campers and some other springs and shocks, the way you do that are ways to adjust whether you have a front side car or a back side car.
Closing on the midway point of stage 2 in the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond.
All right, so we're headed to another commercial break.
Beautiful.
Headed to another commercial break, y'all. In what has been, let's just call it what it is, it's been quite a boring race. Just 3 leaders now, 18:54.8. That 18 car has led 99 laps in this one. We've had 4 lead changes, 2 caution flags, 1 for stage conclusion and 1 for debris in turn 1. Almost an hour into this, lap 112 of 138. Wild Red Berry and Dick Lane, KTLA Channel 5 in Los Angeles. Hell yeah. I miss Channel 5, y'all. Straight Shooter says famous referee Johnny Red Shoes Dugan. The Samoan brothers, yep. Yep. 34 up in here. I wonder if that dude is showing the in-car views again. If he is, I can't find him when he's doing it. Commercial break here, though, in the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. I guess tonight is when all that NCAA basketball stuff gets back going, right? The Hart Foundation, the British Bulldogs, there you go. Gorilla Monsoon. What's my opinion on Liv Morgan? I don't really have one. No Bubba Wallace in this race. All right, 39 in the house. Your leader continues to be John Hunter Nemechek in that Toyota. Gibbs right behind him. And Barry up to third.
19 spots. Good day for Riley Hurts. David Starr, give a call to him, plus 10. And Josh Berry didn't have the spots to gain because he
Lap 44 of 75 in stage 2, 119 of 250 in the race. They're looking at that 8 car.
And his teammate Justin Allgaier, who swept a doubleheader.
The COO passes by. Took a shower today on a Saturday. Everybody celebrate.
Take a shower every day.
The fabulous Mulas is Larry.
I see him bouncing off the paint over here in turn 4, finding that little extra grip that he needs to come up with.
All right, it's over a half-second lead from Nemechek to Gibbs for the lead. Barry's a second and a half, second and a quarter back. Allmendinger 2 seconds back from the leader.
On the surface of the racetrack here, guys. So you look
John Hunter Nemechek won stage 1. Butterbean, holy crap! How did we forget Butterbean?
the apron. You get on that paint,
Wasn't he a boxer though?
it will hook that car around, and it's pretty big. The other part you see here too, which is always kind of interesting to me, is that you can find the paint with your right sides on the hash marks, even though they're separate.
I want Ty Gibbs to win stage 2.
So you see some cars sometimes look for that too, but this is where you want to wrap it just a little bit longer straight down.
What was the guy's name that came out as a cop?
Down this curve front straightaway.
I don't remember a cop. I remember Sergeant Slaughter.
For that paint, they're all getting down on it. Yeah, we get on this.
I remember Sergeant Slaughter that came out with the drill sergeant hat.
Isn't that what we call Harvick at the old Atlanta before they repaved it? They would
See,
put
he
that
just
line?
came off the line right there. See how much he gave up so much gap right there. Gave Hurts the ability to
Glenn says, I want AJ to get the bonus.
paint just a little bit.
4 drivers eligible for that Dash for Cash bonus, $100,000. 4 of them eligible.
You have to have a nice rhythm. Just like everyone's cycling under paint, there is a lot of little tricks in the bottom.
Ty Gibbs is 19. How did we make it through all that and nobody said Jesse the Body Ventura? Big Boss Man was the cop, says Glenn and Straight Shooter. Brandon knew too. Brandon knew too. You guys are some knowledgeable wrestling folks. You guys are some knowledgeable wrestling folks. Me, it's just for tonight's and tomorrow night's stream. It's just a guy that doesn't watch a ton of it. You know, doesn't watch a ton of it, but figured I would stream it for y'all.
Can you get those tires back if you overheat them or do something to make them angry?
We'll hang it up tomorrow.
I'll let you know as soon as I find out.
We're learning as we go.
The late announcer Dick Lane may have been one of the best known figures in the world of professional racing wrestling at one point. His catchphrase, "Whoa, Nelly," continues to have legs to this day, and many of the holds we know were named by him. Interesting.
You see Noah and Ryan.
Big Bam Bigelow. He was the one with like the lightning on his outfit, right? Wasn't Bam Bam the one that had the lightning on his kit?
Paint the penalty on the front end trying to race cars and drive to the
Straight Shooter says, Valhalla, I have at least 800 to 900 WWF action figures in my collection. Wow, dude. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're just joining us and you're not
That's pretty cool.
inside the top 5. But has had a host of brake issues, couple of pit road penalties that resulted.
Yep, the grandson of Joe Gibbs is Ty Gibbs.
Outside the top 15. 23 laps to go, stage 2. John Hunter.
You heard it, 23 to go in stage 2. Nemechek continues to lead as we go to another commercial. 40 in the house. 1 hour, 1 minute into the telecast. We're on lap 128 with 122 to go. Average speed in the race, 92.660. We've had 3 leaders, 4 lead changes, 2 cautions. Yeah, we already watched season 4, Glenn, with the commercials. We've already watched season 4 of Yellowstone. Yeah, the lightning and the tattoo on his head, says Brandon. Yeah, I remember him. SG's favorite WWE wrestler, Randy Savage, a.k.a. the Macho Man. I loved Macho Man. He was the villain, though. He was the villain to Hulk Hogan. All right, they're side by side there. Nemechek continues to lead Gibbs. 20 to go in stage 2. He might, Matthew, he might lead every lap 10 this thing. Every once in a while in NASCAR, you get one of these snoozers that a guy just absolutely dominates, and this feels like it could be that. He's already led 119. The next closest car was Gibbs, who led 12. Howard says, my dad hated to have Wednesday night prayer meeting at someone's home with a TV because everyone came out to see wrestling. John says Butterbean was a boxer, a kickboxer, MMA, and a wrestler. Straight Shooter with some trivia. He says, what was The Rock's wrestling name when he first started it, chat? What was The Rock's wrestling name when he first started? Kenneth says Nemechek or Gibbs for the win today. This would be a big win for Gibbs on a short track. He kind of does really well on the 1.5-milers, but for him to win at a short track would be pretty big.
Second career win at Texas Motor Speedway today, the first of 3 starts today.
Glenn says Macho Man sold a lot of Slim Jims.
121 of 130.
Kenneth says Rocky Maivia. No, I don't remember him.
But his grandson is only a half a second back. At the end of stage 1, I mean, Nemechek just outclassed everybody.
You know, that tells you that the 54 is winning.
37 in the chat.
Just stay with 18 children.
ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. Nemechek now with a... They're not giving me the time difference here, so sorry. I think Gibbs is right on Nemechek. He's within like 5 car lengths.
And I'm happy for
Josh Berry in third is almost 3 seconds back.
He was going to win everything this year. They gave him World Truck Series, kind of like, you know, what he did last year. They got off to a tough start.
We're supposed to be on the stat screen here, y'all.
And people start to doubt, right? When you have a run like this, I think you reinforce just how good you are as a race car driver. And no slouch behind him, Ty Gibbs, who's been solid today as well, Jamie.
He really has. He captured his first short track pole earlier today.
All right, 14 to go in stage 2. Mankind says Larry. Okay, there we are. Here's the guesses. So Straight Shooter was the one that put the question out there. What was The Rock's wrestling name when he first started? And we've got Rocky Maivia, Mankind. Rocky Maivia was The Rock's first name. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Cactus Jack, and Straight Shooter says Kenneth, it was right. Kenneth got it right. So Rocky Maivia.
Everyone has talent at this point. Most anybody.
Little trivia from Straight Shooter on the channel, y'all.
Fast. That's funny. Sometimes you see, drivers that don't normally have a good car. You put them in a good car, they go fast. You're gonna go fast.
Dude Love was a wrestler.
And racing smart takes time.
Thor laying at my side here, y'all. Thor had a rough day yesterday, went to the groomer, spent the whole day at the groomer, and he might not recover. He's tired. He's tired, been barking at people.
Back here in our second.
But he looks dapper.
Going around to the 27.
What's up, Corey Kidd?
Our Motorsports top 10 in the form of Anthony Alfredo. And look at this, Parker Retzloff.
Here come Retzloff.
He finished his top 10, 7th in the opening stage, lost 11 positions on pit road, and now driving around Brandon.
Retzloff had a rough pit stop, but he's right there, back into 11th.
I'm a big fan of this kid, man. He's doing a very, very good job. He went on pit roads, he lost more than 10 positions. He retired in the back, and one by one, he just passes them back.
Kenneth says he debuted at the Survivor Series as Rocky Malvia. Chris Jericho, 40 even in the house. Hit that subscribe, y'all. Haven't seen the subscriber thing go on one time. Let's see if it's working. It works. It works. Dusty roads, yep.
And you lose that track position, like we said, it's harder to manage the race.
All right, Gibbs right on the bumper of that Nemechek entry.
Doesn't really work out. You got to keep yourself up in the top 4 or 5 to be able to manage the race the way you want to.
Really good second stage for Riley Hurst.
Right on his bumper. He might push him to get by. Gibbs to the inside of Nemechek for the lead. And he makes it stick, and we've got a new leader. The 19-year-old Gibbs to the lead. Can he hold it through the turn as Nemechek tries the crossover? He's got it. 7 to go here in stage 2. The honky tonk man. The honky tonk man. Hell yeah.
What they did to now, like we've seen their pass for the lead one more time. We've seen
All right, so they're showing a replay of Gibbs passing Nemechek for the lead.
they're out of that position just like that. That's all it takes here.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Need help. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we go online.
He can wrap the paint really well.
And keep all this in mind. Keep all this in mind for the final stage.
Straight Shooter says, I got to meet the Iron Sheik when he came to LA. He's funny, man. His Twitter account is hilarious. I don't know if that's really him or not, though. Larry says the honky tonk man was Lawler's cousin.
Look at the 9. Hanging in there, no brakes.
All right, Gregson now in 22nd. He's got Gibbs behind him. Gregson, the last car on the lead lap in 22nd.
Not surprised to see the 9 racing the 54. I didn't think, though, it would be to stay on the lead lap, all the brake problems, and now Noah compromised and Ty trying to take advantage.
QC says, I'm going to go for Gibbs. QC, I think he's going to be my driver when Harvick retires. I like the kid. I like him. Some people hate him. Little BC says, hey, Valhalla.
You're going to be the lucky dog.
Kenneth Terry says, honky tonk man, he's cool and cocky. He's bad. Brian Christopher Lawler, Jerry's son, says Larry. 40 in the house. Green flag racing. We've got 3 laps to go here in stage 2. Lap 149 of 250. Ty Gibbs, your leader, a second lead over John Hunter Nemechek. Barry in third, almost 5 seconds back.
So you probably want to be smart and not damage your car at this point.
Straight Shooter says famous female wrestler, the fabulous Beulah. No clue. No clue. Like I said, I don't remember a lot of female wrestlers back in those days. But it's a big deal now in the WWE.
And Brett Moffitt setting a pick, trying to help his buddy Sheldon Green. I don't know that he's really trying to help him, but he is right now.
This is fighting for your life. It's so important to stay on the lead lap right here. It's going to all happen off of turn 4.
Gibbs putting the pressure on these lap cars.
The 9 as well, who will get the free pass.
All right, there we go.
Stage 2 goes to Ty Gibbs. John Hunter Nemechek is second, Barry is third, Ryan Sieg is fourth, AJ All.
Ty Gibbs wins stage 2 of the ToyotaCare 250.
When it comes to Dash for Cash drivers. How about this? Ty Gibbs has won twice this year. but that's his first stage victory, the fourth of his career.
It's just amazing to me because this Ty Gibbs looks like he's about 12. He literally looks like he's about 12. Little BC says, do I think the Vikings signed too many linebackers? Instead, they should align a lockdown corner. Well, those don't grow on trees, my man. What's up, Bruins? The Rock and Roll Express. That was another blast from the past. What about Nikita Lyons? She's hot. Viking Jerome says Andre the Giant can literally pick you up with one hand. I was looking at Rocha's vlog yesterday from Texas there, and they were in that like mall area where they sell all the merchandise and everything for WrestleMania, and they had like a little museum thing there, and they showed, I don't know if it was a knee pad or something for Andre the Giant's leg, and like his leg was like this big, y'all. Like this big. Can these cars have turbos on them? No, they don't do it that way, buddy. They do have fuel injection, but no turbo. Kenneth Terry says, I met the Rock and Roll Express at a wrestling show. They were some awesome dudes. Right on, Kenneth. I can't believe what a big production this thing has become. I mean, you're talking about, filling Cowboys Stadium 2 nights in a row. That's crazy. Kenneth says, Nikita definitely is the total package. Viking Drum says Andre the Giant had giant hands too. Yeah, I've seen him in videos holding like a soda can, and it almost looks like it's fake. It looks like it's some fake shit. All right, but Ty Gibbs wins stage 2, John Hunter Nemechek second, Josh Berry third, Ryan Sieg up to 4th, AJ Allmendinger down to 5th, and we're back to it, y'all. Coming down pit road.
Led down by the race leader, Ty Gibbs to Regan Smith.
Well, the 18 of John Hunter Nemechek needed more front turn the first run of the race. Definitely needs more now. That car getting too tight for this.
Jeffrey checks in and says, go Bubba Wallace. He's not racing today.
Started that run good as we noted, but it got too tight.
I hate Valhalla Sports Talk. Wow.
Ryan's sneaky fast so far. 4th there.
I guess he really hates me.
Doesn't want any service, doesn't need a drink. It's a 4-tire stop, air pressure adjustment on the
Larry says, I used to drink beer at Tootsie's with Jerry Lawler.
Awesome drive. Oh, loose off tight center. Another air pressure adjustment. That's what they did last time in 4 tires.
All right, race off pit road here.
And the free pass there did go to Noah Gregson, so just over 20 cars on the lead lap.
All right, so Gibbs gets off first, John Hunter Nemechek second, Berry third, Allmendinger 4th, Sieg 5th. We're on lap 155 of 250, and they're interviewing Gibbs.
My friend, how are things going down there? I saw we were watching already, and the first stage you fired up very, very strong, and then you looked like the long run wasn't there, but the second stage, man, you looked amazing. How are things going over there? How are you feeling for the last and longer stage?
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
WWE SmackDown was yesterday. Yeah, I mean, unbelievable what it's become. There's literally WWE events on like 4 nights a week.
I'm good, my friend. Good luck. We're going to be watching.
Moolah, yeah, no doubt.
Daniel Hemmer got one, Noah Gregson got one in that cycle.
I saw that Josh was complaining about they wanted to charge for everything to go in at that deal. Everything was an upsell of some kind.
You gotta be a hustler if you're gonna make good things happen.
All right, so the Dodgers versus Giants, my TV is telling me, is the game's going to start here shortly. So go Dodgers in that one. Viking Jerome says midget wrestling is hilarious. I've seen a little of that. So we've had 3 different leaders in this race. Gibbs now up to 25 laps led. He's the current leader. 5 lead changes, 3 cautions, 2 for the conclusion of the stage, and 1 for debris in turn 1. Ty Gibbs is your leader. John Hunter Nemechek second. Josh Berry third. AJ Allmendinger fourth. In the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. Kenneth says, how about first-time Cup winners this year, Valhalla? Who else do you think will get their first career win? I would have to look at the list, my man. But who hasn't got one that I think is probably going to get one? Has Tyler Reddick got a win yet on the Cup level? Or the Cup level? I think Tyler Reddick, if he hasn't already got one. QC says, I can't watch midget wrestling. I'll get nightmares. People out here get nightmares for, you know, like Saw or what's that clown? The Georgie clown? And QC has nightmares because he saw midget wrestling. No, Tyler Reddick has never got a win. I'm going to pick him to get a win. He's another one kind of that I'm thinking might be my guy after Harvick retires. I like Reddick. I like Ty Gibbs. Kenneth says I would say Reddick or Suarez. Suarez has been close a couple times too. This new car has changed the ball game at the Cup level, yo. This new car has changed the ball game. We've got parity in NASCAR for the first time. And if NASCAR would quit kissing the booty of Hendricks Motorsports, maybe they would be able to keep it that way. NASCAR out here talking only to Hendrick Motorsports about F1 entries. Don't even talk to the other teams this week. And that's pissing some folks off. Let's get back to it.
You make a stop, and you leave with equipment, and it's this particular piece of equipment. Joey, you are. He's all jacked up.
Brandon says Doink the Clown and Dink the Clown were other greats. Were they real? Doink and Dink? Somebody's driving around with a jack underneath their car.
I'm gonna give a little. I'm gonna try to defend a little bit our amigo there. That I saw the guy trying to pull the jack. Like in that situation, what do you think happened? Like, why the jack actually got stuck in there? I mean, I saw the guy trying to pull the jack, and the jack just.
Kenneth says we're seeing some great racing this year. This is probably the first ho-hum one that I've watched this year. That's been kind of boring. I agree with you though, Kenneth.
And the timing of that is
Lap 160 of 250.
the jackman just didn't get it, didn't release the handle quick enough or all the way down to where it can come off of the jack stop and let the car leave. All that timing has to be just right. That's how the whole pit stop is. If one thing's off, the whole pit stop goes to junk. And that was one little mistake that is going to cost them the start career.
Ready for the final stage, front row.
All right, pace car is off.
Nemechek, best in the dash for cash.
Oops.
AJ Allmendinger.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go.
Gibbs to the lead again. But that 18 car cuts down low to the inside. Can he make it stick? No, Gibbs gonna lead this lap.
Don't look now. Just an old guy.
So 90 to go, 90 to go. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about, Kenneth. I had the same feeling.
This is the first time since the beginning of the race that we've seen Gibbs out in front.
John says we had Butterbean come in a nightclub I worked at one night to sign autographs. That's pretty cool. Daytona Beach.
Make changes on that last pit stop. Been interested last 90 laps here.
shoes early in the race. We see right here with the 39 car. Shows the
All right, so bunched up racing here, but it's Gibbs, Nemechek, Allmendinger at the front. Gibbs already trying to put some distance there.
Maybe watching out for that 39 if he's in the top lane. Doesn't seem like he has the drive up there that he needs. And I love that inside.
Kenneth says Blaney is rolling with the poles today. He has 2 in a row and 3 of the last, and 3 for the season. Jeffrey says go Ty Gibbs.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to have above the roof as a driver. Somebody that sees not only calling
The Miz and Sting. The Miz is wrestling tonight,
the details of, hey, maybe
I believe.
he's behind the 39, he's not firing off too good. And that's good info. The driver doesn't get to see that all the time. You know, and those things all kind of add up. Jamie, what do you have on the 38?
Well, Joey, we've talked about Parker Retzloff and the drive to the field he's had to do.
All right, Retzloff way back there in 22nd now after pushing into the top 10.
I just talked to his crew chief, Steve Addington. He said, hey, these guys are thrown together. They don't pit for him all the time. This isn't a full-time effort. He said, but we've seen how good this kid is now. We need to build a better pit crew around him.
Well, and in addition to the long stop here at the end of stage 2, there's Steve Addington, by the way. He also had an
Larry loves the midget tosses. Are you allowed to love that stuff nowadays? Won't they cancel you?
good right now. Need to check it all.
Absolutely. This is what I was saying earlier. Where AJ
Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios tonight. Yeah, tag team match. I got an overlay for that. Literally, I have an overlay for every match, I think.
This is a very, very important stage of the race.
Yeah, I've got quite the little show plan there
You're getting very, very close
for
to
both nights.
And if you have a fast car or close to a fast car, you're going to have one more shot to make an adjustment. That's it. So you better be close because.
So we're on the last stage here, just 83 laps to go in this one.
Yeah, so there's just going to talk about Ryan Priest and how he was
Ty Gibbs lead almost a second now over John Hunter Nemechek. Allmendinger third, Algier fourth, Jones fifth.
So back to the top 10 for the last 3-5 right here.
Riley Herbst trying to get into the top 10 there.
And I touched on it. Here's Daniel Hemrick, who starts in the back.
Noah Gregson 19th. We've got 22 cars on the lead lap.
Dropped to the rear again, and now our reigning champion for his third top 10.
44 in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like and turn on bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. We haven't missed a single NASCAR race this year.
Your way through the field, dealing with the adversity that's going to be thrown your way.
Kenneth says, here's some famous midgets: Little Beaver, Little Tokyo, Lord Littlebrock, and Haiti Kid. So those were all wrestlers?
Most likely during this long race.
Whatever adjustment they make that before, he's just gone. He's very, very strong right now. But we have a fight here for third.
Larry says Suarez has Tootsie's as a sponsor. I've seen that. I've never been there, but it's a nightclub of some kind, apparently.
I'm looking forward to keep making progress on these on. To see exactly what they got and have one more opportunity for an adjustment and see if they can find that little extra speed to battle with it.
Here's the other thing to keep in mind with 79 to go to the final stage. Is the qualifiers for
So John P. came in and then he bounced after he found out he was a mod. He was like, I can't handle this extra pressure.
Jones would be the ones eligible for Friday night parts. So John Nemechek not eligible because he's signed up for points in the Camping World Truck Series. You got to be in it to win it, and all those guys think about that.
Gibbs with about a second lead now over Nemechek.
A chance to go for $100,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of cash. You gotta put yourself in position to do that. And if you're AJ right now,
That's a pretty cool paint scheme on that 23. I don't believe I have that on my setup here.
it's bittersweet. You want to win the race, most importantly. Here you see the 7, Justin Allgaier in position.
Chat gets pretty quiet.
Taking that spot.
And we've got 77 to go in this race.
It hasn't qualified good all year long.
12:10 the time locally.
He's been able to race really well, and if you see again at Richmond, picking his way up into the 3rd place.
He's on a 30-race winless streak. Justin Allgaier. Last time he won last May at Darlington. He is due, and if he keeps knocking on the door like this, could go out and end that streak. Right now, though, the man is Ty Gibbs. Could he be in line for
Gibbs just mowing him down all of a sudden.
this year? Looks good right now.
All right, we go to another commercial break, y'all. I'll be right back. Smokin' Joe's used to sponsor the car 23 years ago. Camel filters, right? So 1 hour, 26 minutes into this race. We've got 75 to go. Average speed 92.50. 3 leaders. Your lap leader is the 18 of John Hunter Nemechek, but right now the leader is Ty Gibbs, the 19-year-old. 5 lead changes in the race today. 3 cautions in what has been a pretty quiet event. Larry says, I love Talladega. I like the super speedways too, my man. I like the super speedways too, as Fox continues to hype that first USFL game on Saturday, April 16th. And a commercial break here. All right, let's get back to it. All right, we come back. We come back to Suarez, Hablo en Español.
Personally, you're asking me who's fastest in the race, right? Is it not? I need some translation. Here you go. The Xfinity fastest lap, Ty Gibbs, top of the order, no surprise there. Gregson great early, but had the brake problems, and there you see Nemechek, Allmendinger, and Allgaier coming on lately. 69 to go. And we should talk just a little bit of strategy, because these guys were in their window to go the distance the minute they pitted at the end of stage 2.
Larry thinks we have to call them the little people now. Yeah, I'm not sure, buddy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the correct term is.
Yeah, I would assume at this point, you look at the last green flag round being around 100 laps. It's probably the fastest to split that thing right down the center. Pitting and get a green flag pit stop right in the middle of the stage. But I don't know if that's the move you want to make at this point.
All right, so 68 to go, y'all. Gibbs now with about a second lead over Nemechek. But he's got him in his sights. He's less than probably, 20 car lengths back as they go through turn 1.
You don't have track position anymore, and you have old tires. If you had 2 sets laying right now, you may think about doing that. Yeah. But right now, that you only have 1 set in the box, I think you run until the caution comes out, and then you put your tires on.
And if the caution doesn't come out by 25 to go, what do you do?
I think it's too late at that point. You put tires out at that point. You can't recover, right? I don't think you can come all the way back around. Think about how much time you're going to lose while you're on pit red. It's going to be hard to make that up, I believe.
All right, what should I get for adult beverages for the WrestleMania tonight, y'all?
Put the rally cap on.
Just some Coors Light, maybe?
15, give 14 to Barry. And Mr. Consistency, Landon Castle on Levy and racing around.
Oh, Tootsie's is in Nashville? Is it pretty happening, Larry? Coach Plays, my buddy Coach Plays probably knows about Tootsie's. 1 hour, 30 minutes into this. Well, it's been a quiet race. 64 laps to go.
That takes a lot of air, side force off the inside car. And as a driver, you want to.
Gibbs isn't driving away from John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek keeping him in his sights for sure.
Down in the corner, what that corner race is going to be.
Riley Herbst trying to move into the top 10 in that number 98 Ford. Joey Logano in fourth is looking at Algier on the inside, trying to take that position. 100,000 if he should win this race.
This is the first time
In the dash for cash.
John Hunter Nemechek sitting there behind, I'm managing his stuff. How do you know as a driver, what can we do as a spotter to help you manage your tires as a leader when you don't see that guy in front of you?
David Bell says, yep, it's in Nashville. What kind of music they play in there? Is it like a country bar or
How far back?
they play top 40? What do they play in there?
3-4 laps here. What that gets, but he's managed it kind of to stay within the same tenth of a second or so over the last 4 laps. So if you're tight, Gibbs, that's where you're
Nemechek 7/10 back from Gibbs with 62 to go
just trying to manage that.
in the ToyotaCare 250.
You don't want to run too hard. There's no sense of going up.
Gibbs running up on lap traffic now. That's allowing Nemechek to close the distance a little bit here.
Just use up your stuff.
Gibbs going to the inside of some lappers.
Because working around.
Noah Gregson fighting, still on the lead lap in 22nd.
When you're in these stations of race, you want the spotter to be making amigos up there and say, hey, help me out, move out of the way. Because you don't want to have as much clean air as possible.
Toyota sponsorship huge at this track apparently.
Let's talk about
They sponsored both the races, signage all over,
I've got a couple of different ideas to show you here.
and it's a Gibbs Toyota in the lead.
Dirty and gummy and rubbered up these tires. This is
Country bar, sometimes bigger artists play there. Must be a big place then, David.
stage one. Look how it's corded all around the inside.
Must be a big place.
Came off after stage two. A little bit of excessive wear on the inside.
But welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing. It's the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. Hit that subscribe, give the video a like, and turn on them bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. I appreciate your support, everybody.
Helps the wear. Right? When a track is green, it doesn't have a lot of rubber on it. It's
John says get some Busch Light. That's hard to find in town here, man. It is hard to get here. I think the only way I could get some Busch Light would be to go into Walmart, and I try to stay out of there.
surface, and the tires don't wear
David says go Ty Gibbs, JGR all the way.
better too.
The other thing is that opening,
It's hard to find Busch Light here, y'all.
right? We don't have any cautions in the opening stage. It's going to be more than that in the final stage, but right around probably 90 laps is what it will be in this final stage green if we don't get a caution based on when we return to the green flag. Gibbs, Nemechek, the Dinger, Allgaier, and Jones, your top five with 57 to go.
9:57 to go. We go to another commercial break. Gibbs lead shrinking now, 6/10. 6/10 is the bogey. Len Human says Roadhouse is the best movie to never win an Oscar. Jason Pettencoast checks in. One of the members here on the channel says, let's go Ty. Sure looks like he's going to get the dub, Jason. Shout out to Jason, part of the membership here on the channel. Appreciate your support, sir. 55 to go in the ToyotaCare 250 NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing from Richmond Raceway. Again, channel programming. We will be on tomorrow for the Cup race. And both nights this weekend will be on for WrestleMania. First WrestleMania streams ever here on Valhalla Sports Talk. And I've got quite the show planned. Quite the show planned, y'all. 46 in the house as we cannot get over that 50 number to save our lives. But there's not a lot going on YouTube right now, that's for sure. I looked to see what was going on, and there is not a bunch going on. I think tonight is when it all kicks off. Tonight there'll be a lot of streaming going on. Jackknife Finnegan, who I follow, doing a prediction show. Let's see who this guy is. Young guy Bowser doing a NASCAR stream, but he only got one person up in there. I remember that. That is no fun, y'all. G-Daddy Media in the house. What's up, Valhalla? What's up, chat? G-Daddy, you got some basketball you can do on your channel, right? North Carolina. David Bell says the Bristol Nationals. John Garrett says Tootsie's is around the corner from the Ryman Auditorium, the mother church of the Grand Ole Opry. Let's get back to it.
You should know how it goes.
I'll have to ask Coach Plays about that Tootsie's, see what he thinks about it. But G-Daddy Media, y'all, go over and check out his channel. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers. And every time he does another 50 subscribers, he does 50 push-ups.
What do we expect out on track with Ty Gibbs showing the way right now?
Well, I think you're going to see Ty really stay up front right now. He's got a really fast car. He's managing his...
Check Groundhog Day for WrestleMania. G-Daddy says, yep. Man, you get nervous, man. Final four.
Xfinity races every single week so far.
Final four, G-Daddy.
So, although it looks like he's up there and things are going well, it could change in a blink of an eye.
What do you see in Nemechek? Because he's been there all day long and he's really not letting...
All right, less than 50 to go in this race. Ty Gibbs still with the lead. It's Hunter Nemechek now almost a full second behind him as Gibbs working his way through traffic.
We're looking forward to give them one more opportunity to make adjustments and see if he can respond back to 54 and maybe give...
Do I follow golf? Not a ton. I used to play some golf, but I don't follow it a ton.
Oh, and you guys ask, you shall receive. I actually want to ask a question, though. Thinking back to that...
I imagine a golf stream would probably do pretty well, though.
On the radio, he was very adamant about his car needing more front turn.
Larry says you can come out of the Ryman and go into the back door of Tootsie's. Interesting. I saw pictures of, there's a webcam on YouTube that follows, that is on in the evenings for downtown Nashville. What a beautiful town. It looks kind of like a mini Vegas vibe to it.
Right, where I'm not willing to be freer into the corner. It is only a certain amount of tools that the crew chief has to work with.
Fila checks in, says green flag stops is what's about to happen. That might be what they need to catch up with Gibbs there.
One spot in the corner. You know, I just need to turn around.
G-Daddy says nervous doesn't describe what I'm feeling about my North Carolina Tar Heels. Well, I hope they win it for you, man. I hope they go ahead and go win this thing. Kenneth says I can see Ty Gibbs in Cup real soon. I agree with that. Can you be in Cup at 19 years old? Are they allowed to be in Cup when they're only 19?
I want it all. And I want it now. Yes.
Larry, you played with Steve Tyler at Tootsie's?
You know, just in front of these guys, Ryan Priest, we can't...
All right, Nemechek got that lead down to less than a half a second.
Like a rock at the end of stage one loses.
Allmendinger in third, almost 3 seconds back.
Free pass after an early caution second stage. And
Kenneth says I never played golf. It's on my bucket list of things to do. Man, any sport where you can drink beer while you're playing it is my sport, you know. So I play golf. I play cornhole or bags, whatever folks call it. Bowling. I'm all about any sport where you can drink beer while you're playing. Softball.
But the good news is right now he's looking like that $100,000 man hoping to take home that dash for cash.
David says, I know Joe Coe used to play there at Tootsie. He's pretty good.
Friday night at Martinsville.
Yeah, you talked about AJ there a little bit.
All right, so Gibbs still working his way through traffic here. The next car on the list is the 21 of Bell. Or of Hill, excuse me. And he goes to the inside, makes the pass. We've now got still 22 cars on the lead lap.
Along with the right driving style on top of it. And it doesn't seem like a long haul. The 16 car has what it takes.
Up the dash for cash guys. And right now, those that would be eligible next week, Gibbs,
Allmendinger dropping even further back, as his chances at that 100,000. 4 seconds back now.
They're are good on short tracks. If they could get eligible, and what
Let me take it to the stat screen, y'all.
for that group, it would be absolutely to see that happen for them.
Oh, it'd be a game changer for sure.
Ryan Sieg in quite the paint scheme this weekend.
He's not far from being
A pink and black number.
John Hunter Nemechek is
A game, the ultimate in hydration.
so, you know, all you have to be is the top 4 of the Xfinity regulars, and you see a great amount of
Kenneth says, I've watched people play cornhole. It looks cool. It's fun, dude.
The best fit
How have you never played cornhole, my man?
eligible, as we've talked about and said so many times right now, that spot belongs to AJ Allmendinger. In fact, really the only time
Bags.
it didn't belong to him was in that first portion of the race when, before Noah had the great problem.
Cornhole is the new lawn darts. We used to play lawn darts when I was a kid, but they outlawed them because people were getting stuck in the head.
In his pocket.
Cornhole is the new lawn darts.
And look at this. We were talking about Ryan Sieg, his teammate. I know we said his name 100 times today.
Big old foot-long dart you throw straight up in the air. What could go wrong?
Once again, pit stop problems, penalty. And here he is.
Ratcliffe up to 15th in that 38.
It's past the most cars. that's for sure. As he's had to keep coming back from the rear.
Yeah, I'm down in Sierra Vista, Jeff. It's beautiful here too, man. We're about the 70s.
Just some of them. As we got a battle here, there's a lead.
Uh-oh, Gibbs about to give up the lead. What happened?
Advantage of this opportunity.
37 to go.
Hunter Nemechek to the inside of Gibbs, who ran into lap traffic.
This is not going to be easy. They're going to race each other really hard.
They've got 2 lappers in front of them.
They're going to race hard.
Comes down, they bump a little bit.
Like, why not? Right now is not time to win amigos anymore, right? It's score time.
Absolutely.
It's Nemechek Gibbs for the lead with 36 to go.
Only the win.
Nemechek on the inside. Those lap cars
There is a lot of
are kind of blocking the advance.
days right now. I think
Gibbs holds on up high.
right now.
I believe they're going into turn 1. That brings up Nemechek on the inside.
Lap car. They're going to use him as a pick. Which way is that lap car going to go? They have no idea. They're going to try to use that car as a pick to try to clear each other.
This is the best racing of the day for the lead, without a doubt. They are just about side by side going through the turns. Come on, Ty. Start finish line. Gibbs with a slight advantage as they go into turn 1.
So really for
And now we've got Nemechek in the lead. Gibbs puts a little bumper to him.
Rob one more time.
Puts a fender to him, and that's Nemechek going to get out in front again.
A little bit. Get the lead.
And we've got our, 6th lead change of the race.
54's going to get a run off the bottom here.
Them lappers, man, just cost Gibbs the lead in this one with 34 to go.
Well, business picked up pretty fast there all of a sudden.
Now Gibbs right to the bumper of Nemechek again. And he's letting him know he's there. He goes to the inside this time. And he'll take the lead right back.
Trying to pull the crossover. At this point, bumping's fair game. Okay, he bumped him there.
All right, start finish lines. It's Gibbs Nemechek. Allmendinger's still 4 seconds back.
Appreciate the door slide me there, Seth. Opens the door there a little bit.
You called it, Fila. I didn't see your post there, but you called it. They were in the battle there. Jeff said my brother got one of them lawn darts in the head.
Pretty good break. We'll stay side.
Yeah, I'd love it, Larry. No doubt.
For the lead is
Kind of my element.
2 young stars for Joe Gibbs Racing.
All right, 31 to go. Gibbs still in the lead. I don't know if they're going side by side. They're side by side, so I'll be able to keep you appraised of what's going on here, y'all. But I cannot play the commercials because you never know when they're going to throw music up in there. Gibbs now with about a 7-car lead over the 18 of John Hunter Nemechek. Jason and the Scorchers. Yeah, he fought for that, Fila. He definitely had to fight for that. Algier's struggling a little bit back there, getting passed by that 39. 29 to go in the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway. It's NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing Dash for Cash race today. 4 drivers eligible for $100,000 bonus. Excuse me. I got that out. All right, they've got an advertisement up for Bristol. Apparently, it's going to be in dirt again. Gibbs, Nemechek, Allmendinger, Sieg is your top 4. 28 to go. Gibbs going to the inside of the 19 car now. Fila says Nemechek might have used his tires up there. Hey, there you go. 50 in the chat, y'all. 50 for the first time today in the chat as we're side by side in a commercial break. Gibbs lead over Nemechek is about 6 cars, as best I can tell on my TV there. The 1 and the 39 battling for position back in the field. Sam Mayer passes Algier for 5th. Let's get back to it.
To go in Richmond for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Ty Gibbs just pulled back in front of teammate John Nemechek.
Hey, Valhalla, holla to Kenneth Terry for that $9.99 super chat. Says little WrestleMania and NASCAR gift for you, Valhalla. Keep up the great work, my man. Appreciate it, Kenneth. Appreciate the super chat. Means a lot. A $10 Valhalla holla. There it is. There's Ken's gift there. I appreciate it, Kenny. Hung out with Dirks Bentley, Larry? That's impressive.
Closing in now on the 7 is the 9.
All right, 24 to go. We're under green, 147 into the race. Average speed 93.080. 24 to go at Richmond Raceway.
Top 4 series regulars, Nemechek.
Fila says Barry had a speeding penalty and still fought back into the top 10. Yes, he did. All right, here we go. Noah Gregson again about to go a lap down. It's Gibbs and Nemechek nose to tail as they cross the start finish line going into turn 1. Appreciate that though, the super chat there, Kenneth. Means a lot, dude.
They're trying to stay on the lead lap. There's nothing wrong with that. They're trying to stay on the lead lap. They're racing for something important. These two are racing for the lead together.
All right, Gibbs trying to shut the door on Nemechek there, makes the pass. Nemechek on Gregson. Gregson finally a lap down.
Just go where he's not.
And here we go, Nemechek right on the bumper of the 54 as they get some clear racetrack.
And trying to take the lead over.
Going into, I believe, 3 and 4 with 21 to go.
There's no doubt right now that John.
When are they going to have to pit, y'all?
His car is definitely faster, but John Hunter's staying. He's doing a good job.
When are they going to have to pit?
To pounce if something was to happen. As you see 2 wide up in front of them, more cars they got to get through. They're getting the faster flat down cars, right?
The battle for the lead, less than a 3/10 lead for Gibbs over Hunter Nemechek. AJ Allmendinger almost 6 seconds back, battling with Sam Meyer.
But what about on the spotter stand in this scenario, Paul?
Larry says Nashville is the honky-tonk capital of the world. I'm telling you, that view on that camera in the evenings is pretty cool. It's looking down the street downtown there, and it's really crazy lit up. Kind of like Vegas, on a much smaller scale, of course.
Try to get that last little bit out of AJ before Sam Mayer gets him.
All right, Gibbs with a lead now has a lap car battling with John Hunter Nemechek back there. But now we've got that same situation as before where we've got 2 cars side by side in front of the leader. That's going to allow Nemechek to pull up closer. Mayer and Allmendinger battling for 3rd and 4th in the back. Mayer to the inside of AJ Allmendinger.
And trying to click that 100 degree from you.
They go side by side through the turn there.
From Wisconsin in this race. We talked about Retzloff.
Still side by side.
So from the great state of Wisconsin, only
And the one makes a pass and moves up into third.
finish as he passes A.J. Allmendinger for third, fourth the best run of his career last year at Martin.
Sam Mayer looking to have the best run of his career if he can finish in the top 3.
That is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for everyone, but when you're 18, 19 years old, that's a lot, not even more, right?
Uh-oh, the 54 in a mess there, but he gets through it. 16 to go at Richmond Raceway.
The driver doesn't get all 100 grand.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. It goes to the team first.
Buford.
This first half.
They're showing Buford on the track in 35th.
Still a lot of money for
He must be about the next car to go a lap down.
Hey, there's another breaking story at the front of the field with a teenager. 19-year-old Ty Gibbs trying to get the 7th win of his career. Currently, the quickest to 7 career victories. My man Joey Logano.
Wow, Gibbs trying to break Logano's record for the fastest of 7 victories.
that record's going to get beat. If it's not today, it'll probably be soon.
What's up, Jamie?
We talk about this run that Sam Mayer has had, the comeback.
Chat gets kind of quiet.
But he told me before this race, this is a short track. This is his bread and butter. This is what he grew up racing on. He said, we're going to be good today. And on top of that, all the extra incentive.
That one car of Sam Mayer wants to get up front there. I believe he's eligible for the Dash for Cash.
And I go back to the way they became eligible was last week at Coach.
53 in the chat. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, y'all. Give the video a like.
If he doesn't get that spot, we're not even talking about him today when it comes to winning the $100,000.
Tell me if you want me to keep doing these Xfinity Series races.
Stringing good runs together, he can become dangerous really fast. Regan?
All right, Riley Herbst now moving up, trying to get into 5th position in that Stewart Haas entry, the 98 Monster Energy Ford.
This team, if we can get up front, I feel like we got a car that can work with anybody right now. Well, he's right. The difference is, though, he drove that car to the front.
Gibbs's lead is 0.6 of a second over John Hunter Nemechek.
He's racing for a Dash for Cash.
Mayer in 3rd is 6 seconds back. Allmendinger now 8, almost 9 seconds back.
A rough first part of the season.
Are they going to have to pit, y'all?
With a lot of crashes, a lot of mistakes, a lot of things happening. A solid run is very important for this team right now.
I don't know if they have to pit. I'm not sure, Philo.
Going to be 10 laps to go. And Ty Gibbs continues to lead his teammate, John Hunter Nemechek. Mayer, Allmendinger, Ryan Sieg.
Talk about pressured pit stops. If they have to pit with 10 to go on a short track, that's crazy.
I didn't off the track much today, but if you went
Someone might try to make it.
down the track, he's not going to use it on the racetrack on the front straightaway. I want Joey to watch this line that he's running off turn 4, and when we tell him to get low off turn 4,
All right, Gibbs' lead is now about a half second.
Yeah, when you get low off the straightaway, at this point, you got 90.
Kenneth says, keep on doing the racing and wrestling if you can. Definitely worth it. And you got my support. Appreciate it, Kenneth.
It's a way to get a lot of you see a lot of guys do, especially along
What's up, Juanita Luna? What's up?
the straightaway. You want getting out of the rubber a little bit, looking for a little bit more drive down there, but really just straightening it out. Seems to give you a little bit better launch off the corner.
Exactly. I mean, it's really important to remember that the
All right, start finish line. 8 to go. 8 to go.
turning from a straightaway of
They're not talking about pitting at all.
the tires are wore out and the racetrack is hot, the tires are hot. You can really go sometimes wide open. So it's very, very important to try to make it just like Coleman and we're
Algier in danger of dropping out of the top 10.
Lap car starting to thin out for Ty Gibbs. 7 laps remaining. And seeing these two Joe Gibbs racing Toyotas in the front, late in the race, here at Richmond, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the bump and run.
Larry says, met him on Broadway. We drank together. Pretty cool, Larry.
Unprecedented for teammates. JGR camp to run into
No discussion about pitting, y'all. I could have swore they said that they would have to pit during the stage.
man watching over 6 to go.
No, I don't think so.
Did I hear that wrong?
I think so. I think if he can get there, he's going to try to win.
1 minute 1 hour 55 minutes into the race. Gibbs in the lead, about a 3/10 second lead over his teammate, John Hunter Nemechek.
Look how close
All right, he's getting to his bumper now.
Little mistake.
He's getting to his bumper now.
Something like that.
We might see another battle for the lead here momentarily. There is a lapped car about 5 cars in front of Gibbs, but Nemechek wants this lead. He's going to the inside of the 54, going into 3 and 4.
I don't care if he's my friend or not. He's getting out of the way of that. You have to quit. He's standing out of the way. You have to try.
Side-by-side racing with 5 to go. John Hunter Nemechek, he is still your lap-led leader. And him and Gibbs are duking it out.
Gibbs and Nemechek.
Nemechek down low, Gibbs to the outside. Nemechek slight advantage at this point with 4 to go.
They just have to be a little bit more aggressive on entry and try to take the position away.
Larry waiting on a caution.
Make it a little bit more difficult. Right there, keep working.
Felix says, I've never seen an Xfinity race go green this long. All right, Hunter Nemechek to the lead, your new leader. He gets bumped by Gibbs. Putting the bumper to him. Gibbs now on the inside with 3 to go.
There'll be 2 laps to go this time around as they come off the turn 4.
Come on, Gibbs. Gibbs now behind. About a car length advantage for Hunter Nemechek. I believe they're headed through 3 and 4 right now. On the backstretch now. Gibbs to the inside with 2 to go. Gibbs gonna roll up into him, hit him a little bit. We got contact with the left rear of John Hunter Nemechek's car. 1 to go, 1 to go.
Oh, there's going to be a bumper involved in this. I'm pretty certain. Here it comes.
Boom.
1 hit, 2 hits. Pushing it big time.
Gibbs putting it to him. Getting to the inside here. Coming through 3 and 4. Gibbs drives the 18 up the track. Now he's got the lead. Ty Gibbs sideways wins at Richmond Raceway.
John Hunter, not too impressed with that move.
Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek not impressed with how he won that one. Literally rode him up to the wall there, but Gibbs gets the win.
Who's going to do it first? And I felt like John Hunter, he did a good job.
What did you think, Chet? What did you think?
Laps, it comes down to that. We go through the whole time, and it comes down to the last lap of an incredible race.
Gibbs wins the race. Nemechek is second. Sam Mayer, the 18-year-old.
All right, Ty Gibbs doing donuts at Richmond Speedway.
Dash for cash.
Kenneth says Ty Gibbs wins. Boo, says Chris Davis. 65 in the chat as the checkered flag flies. We got Dale and the Good Tools Chevrolet brings out the checkered flag here on the channel. But Ty Gibbs gets his 7th win on his career.
What do you think he could have done different?
Rubbing his races, says David.
Yeah, you kind of know what's going to happen when you go into the corner. You know, last lap, he's gonna.
Fila says, wow, I like Gibbs, but I don't know about that one. That was a clear push out of the way.
It's tough.
He just basically, I mean, you know, that's a way to win it, y'all. It's a way to win it. And he basically just laid down the gauntlet and said, if it's for the lead on the last lap, I will move you out of the way.
A short track, but I wonder today if roles are reversed. Are we talking about a different?
And he's standing up, saluting the crowd. Jamie Little headed out to interview him, and I'll be quiet.
And the 7th win of his career, and he's done it in 25 starts.
Ty Gibbs did an incredible job. He did an incredible job. I think he did exactly what.
Kenneth says, first time seeing the 3 car at the Checkers. Glad I got to see it. Loved it. Right on.
A little bit more envelope since he's not racing full time here. He only cares about the trophy. I was just a little bit surprised with that, but Ty did exactly what he needed to do. Very, very well deserved win.
One on road courses.
All right, if they do an interview with John Hunter Nemechek, I'll let you hear it too. But your top 10, Gibbs, Hunter, Mayer, Allmendinger, Herbst, Hemrick, Berry, Brown, Sieg, and Retzlaff finishes in the top 10.
And Ty Gibbs does it. He wins from the pole at a short track.
Here's the interview with Ty.
Down here. Amazing battle on with your teammate John Hunter Nemechek. That bump though at the end that got you the win. What is that fine line you walk, Ty, when you're racing for a win against a teammate?
I definitely deserve one back, and I like I said, I deserve it back. But we're racing for wins, and they're hard to come by. So I had to take it. We were just fighting tight all night or all day. Sorry, just couldn't hold the bottom. John Hunter was a little faster, and we had a great race. So good for Toyota to finish 1-2. Just got in there deep, and had to put them out of the way up the track. So we're short track racing. But thank you to Monster Energy. What a great car. This is awesome for Toyota. Cool to get our third win, so hopefully we can keep it rolling. And thank you to everybody. Thank you to the man above.
This is a big deal for you. Now you've got your third win. You see the win stickers right here. Your third one of the season. How are you able to do what you do with the skill, with the confidence that you do against these other guys, like John Hunter Nemechek, who's been doing this for a long time in all different series?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I deserve one back, but we're racing for wins, so I got to do whatever I can to win. We raced really good there. I feel like we put on a good show, so that's really important. I want to, thank you to the man above for everything he's done for me and blessed me so much. So we got to keep it rolling, and thank you, Chris Gale, Kyle Abrams, my whole team. John, Ganny, Keith, everybody, Dale, my truck driver, so we had a good run. Let's keep this going.
All right, Ty Gibbs, he wins it in Richmond, and for the guy, he finished runner-up. Let's go to Regan.
All right, they're going to interview Nemechek now.
Side of that very exciting finish there, beating and banging through the last couple laps of the race. John Hunter Nemechek, you heard what Ty Gibbs said at the end there, that you owe him one back. What is it from your perspective?
Yeah, him and I will settle it Monday. I don't want to say too much and get myself in trouble, but just got drove through. He didn't even try and make the corner there, so racers never forget, that's for sure.
Thanks, Senator. Nice job.
Thoughts on how that's handled from both perspectives?
He looks young too. They said he's been racing for a while. He looks just as young as Gibbs.
A good job of passing him, I'd say pretty dang clean. And then Ty came back through. And
Kevin says forever 3.
literally, racers don't forget.
Larry says it's good to see my friend Brandon Brown in the top 10.
How good is racing?
8th in that 68 car.
Last lap pass in the last 8 races. 2 of those by that guy, Ty Gibbs. He's a winner.
All right, y'all. So that's going to do it here. Our winner today of the ToyotaCare 250 from Richmond Raceway, Ty Gibbs, his 3rd win on the season, 7th in his career, and he takes the checkers. He takes home the checkers. We'll be back tonight here on Valhalla Sports Talk for WrestleMania, the first of a 2-night WrestleMania event, and we'll be streaming them both. Plus, we'll be back tomorrow for Cup Series racing. Be interesting to see if that Cup race finishes on time. But I appreciate the support today. We sat right around 40 the entire stream, so not too bad. Don't think we picked up any subscribers at all. Let's check real quick. So picked up 2 subscribers, so we are 12 away from the 8,000 milestone here on the channel. So I appreciate those that subscribed today and hope you keep subscribed. But as for now, I'm going to check out of here. Be nice. We'll see everybody a little bit later. And Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Thank you, Glenn.